I reset my computer like a little bit ago, and I haven't done anything since. So yeah, kind of. I'm using you as my my little test. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. I reset my computer. There we go. I got it. Yes, we are live now. It's hot. It's very hot, but probably not as hot as Australia. How the fuck? I don't believe you. You guys don't have snow. Actually, you do. It's on that weird fucking one mountain. I know Australia because I played Forza Horizon 3. Yeah, have you never played it? It's one of the... Ah, you need to play it. What the fuck? Alright. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. Also, you may notice that we don't have Alan. I tried to get his attention. I don't know where he is. He's either dead or... Yeah, he died. I don't know what happened to him. I tried to get his attention, but he just... Nope. Yeah, hopefully. That's not the person. This is the person. I'm sending you the link. I had to go through all my bullshit. There you go. Have fun with that. On Twitter. that way it's just easier for you to make a tweet real quick. Shut up. Oh, I fell asleep. Whoops. Okay. With... Hi. I'm still finished. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while. Okay. Hi, would you look... Ah, son of a bitch, I tripped over my words. Ah, kiss my ass. Hi, welcome to the Brony Down the Street podcast. If this is your first time, welcome! We have a special guest today named Kadae! Kadae! Kadae, would you like to introduce yourself? Yeah, thanks for throwing me under the bus. Thanks for throwing me through a loop and, you know, just instantly being like, yeah, let's do this. I'm like, son of a bitch! I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore! We're live, and I'm still fucking uploading shit. There we go. Alright. Let me just make sure that everything is working still kind of properly. No! Shut up! Shut up! Stupid fucking phone. Okay, yes, everything is working somewhat properly now. Well. Oh yeah, it's WASD, huh? It's been a very, very long time. And yes! Oh dear god, I'm gonna get flooded instantly. Ah, bitch! Yes, lovely. We're already into the fucking... We're already there. Alright, I'm gonna... go... I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna... Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be out here by the end of the port. I have. Let me speak to you in your native tongue that you're used to. Oi, mate, yeah, do you want to go down to the teletrail? The telegram trail. In Cape York. In Cape York. Okay. I watched this over. If you don't, for everyone dying, I have cancer. Me too. Cancer's hard to get out of. Okay, no, but if you don't know me, I'm a huge off-roader and overlander and stuff, and there's an off-roading TV show that's out of Australia. It's called 4-wheel drive 24/7, and so anytime I meet someone who's from Australia, I have to mention that occasionally in the back and forth dialogue. I sound like a writer. That's because I am one. So shut up. It's actually really interesting, and you guys have my favorite. Like, I'm pissed at you guys because you guys have one of my favorite vehicles of all time, and it's the Nissan Patrol Y60. No, we don't. We're not cool enough to have it. Yeah, Japan's like, no, you don't get that. I'm still trying to figure out everything. Alright. Yeah, no fucking shit, I want some. Ah, yes, you're one of those. There you go. I'm still trying to figure it. Like I said, it's been a while since No! Okay. I just spent half it. Someone is like, what the fuck is going on? Alright, well. Stop that. Fucking game. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. That's, wait. Nope, that's... Yeah, it's for the podcast. Me and Alan both had it. Yeah, and don't be weirded out if people come up and talk to me and hear it happens. I do have fans, and they're weird. There you go. Alright, so now we get through all this shit. Oh. How do I do this? There we go. Okay. Welcome to the studio island, as we call it. It's actually really funny because I don't know if you watched the update I posted today, but I was talking about everything that's going on and everyone who's coming on. I was like, yeah, my buddy KD. I was like, he's a really big fan of the podcast and he's actually getting to come on and stuff. So to be fair. Yeah, the one with Luna or my buddy Just, yeah, over here is our little outdoor, like, recording area. You can thank Alan for all of this. I don't have the fucking well, I am creative, but not in this way. I'm too lazy to do this shit. Alan, I think this is a joint work between Alan, Ember, Leafy, Navi, and a few other of my friends. If you don't, yeah, if you don't know who Navi is, go watch the old live streams of Ponytown, and she's one of the randos that we met and just instantly fell in love with. So, yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, because I haven't been here in fucking forever, there is, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we're gonna have so many bloody lovely and exciting. I'm going British, but whatever, I don't care. Oh, I can go on. I'm a little stuffed up, is why. Yeah, it's just lots of dust and shit. I was rearranging my room and renovating. So down here we have water. I know you see this. Yeah. I'm kind of landlocked, so I don't see this very often. Yeah, I'm in the, like I said, I'm in the west of the U.S. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. There's a small boat for when I go deal illegal drugs and methamphetamine. Nah, it's not methamphetamine, but the drug, the gun dealing is true. Nah. Well, I like picking on the young ones, and this is the actual area. Here, we were gonna use this as, like, say if we had like multiple podcasts lined up in a row, this was gonna be a waiting area for people to, you know. Yeah. it's like all right. Forever Freeze done. Katie, would you please come into the podcast room? Over here we have my bedroom, where I go pout from Alan's being a jackass. Yeah, we based it off my main color. I don't know why we went like that, but we did. Apparently, if you don't know this, I actually have a doppelganger. Yeah, and I'm actually, like, we're actually really good friends. His name's Withered. You can find him on some of the podcasts and stuff. They're the doppelganger because I was first. Blazing. Kiss my ass. No, Blazing was actually made the idea. So yeah, you can actually. That's why we have the little. Yeah, we use our imaginations. All right, well, you can stand up, or you can go sit. Whatever. I don't care what happens, really. Like like I said, I haven't done a one-on-one in so long. But I'm excited because. So, how are you liking the podcast so far? It's more of live stream right now, but we're getting into it. Oh, and we if you want a snack or something, just go get up and get it. It's all good. No, I'm good. I'm sneaky. Ah! Alright, what if I can figure out the I haven't done this in forever, so I gotta figure out all this shit now. You need a horn to use magic, really? You liked my shit? You liked my content? And, I saw you on the thing, and I'm that kind of person where if, like, someone likes my shit, now I gotta figure out, how the hell do you, like, open your eyes, for fuck's sakes? Yeah, I don't know where the yeah, it's been so goddamn long. Man, I'm blind in both my eyes. What the hell are you talking about? Alright, there we go. So, yeah, I'm the type of guy where, like, if, say, someone, like, actually, someone who's coming on for the last one in the queue actually just followed me recently on Twitter, and, they make custom guitars and shit for bronies, and, you know, they're a brony and shit. I'm like, wow, that is fucking awesome. I'm like, that is cool. I'm like, that's awesome. I would love to, like, it's just kind of that thing of, hey, I like what you do. You're a pretty cool person. Would you mind coming on my podcast and just talking about yourself? The original... Yeah, the original intent with this whole podcast thing was to get an understanding, because I love psychology. I don't know if many people knew this. I took 4 years of college psychology, so I'm fucking smart. In some people's terminology, I'm fucking smart. I love psychology. I studied. Well, I did a lot of it online, so. And I went through different ones and different programs, but yeah, so as I wanted to see like what other creators in the fandom mindset was like. Do you like what you do in the fandom? How does the community like treat you? How do you like doing it for them? You know, all that stuff. Because I'm a writer. I've been a creative writer and written fanfics and all of that for a long time. I'm actually working on finally uploading some of them to fanfiction. Well, my favorite character of all is Adagio Dazzle. I fell in love with her. Well, originally I fell in love with Rainbow Dash, like everybody does. And then I fell in love with Vinyl Scratch. I love Vinyl Scratch. And then I fell in love with Trixie. Trixie's still one of my biggest waifus. And then, once I finally saw the Rainbow Rocks, you know, because this was back when it was on when it first came out on Netflix. I've been in the fandom for a very long time. I've been in the fandom since 2010. Yeah. And it's been a long, crazy ass ride. I've gotten out of the fandom 2 or 3 times due to personal shit, and then I find my way back in because no fandom. I've never seen a fandom quite like this. The furry fandom isn't even like this. Yeah, you just have that era of love and respect from everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, what gender, or any of that. I know I'm talking like a fucking LGBTQ advocate, but, you know, it really is like that. It's because, you know, no other fandom is based on the simple concept of love and tolerance. And back when I was going through a lot. This show has saved my life probably about 4 different times. Because I've been diagnosed with clinical depression. I'm suicidal and all that shit. Everybody knows this about me, so I'm not, you know. It's common knowledge at this point. Oh, it's okay. I got good friends to help me through it. And so, when my grandmother died in 2010, I was very lost in life because we were very close, and I didn't know what to do. And this is gonna get really dark. I actually tried to kill myself. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird podcast. I can already tell. Yeah, but the show actually saved my life. You know, it was one of the few remaining things that brought me joy. And this was when it was still just like season 2 or 3. And really? I get that mixed up so hard. But yeah, it was early is what I was trying to say. But like, I fell in love with the show. And I don't I've never fallen in love with a show like I have My Little Pony. And when, like, because that, like I said, when my grandmother died, I was very upset and didn't know what to do with life. And I was still in 6th grade at the time. Yeah. So, like fucking hell. There we go. No. So, but, it just helped me. It was one of the things that cheered me up. I even went to therapy, and therapy didn't help me. So, it's just one of those things that actually, helped me over time. And I owe Lauren Faust, Hasbro, all of them a lot for, saving my life and all of that. How did we get here? What was the question originally? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and it actually just happened again recently. Well, recently as in like a few years, 2 years ago now. My dad passed away after like a month after I graduated high school, and me and him we weren't father and son, we were best friends, and so like it hit stupidly hard. Like it hit so hard that my mother was concerned that I was staying home alone. And, I had guns in the house, because I'm a standard American, I own guns, and back when my dad was alive, I used to be a huge gun enthusiast. I love guns, they're amazing, and I am a self-defense advocate. I'm not out there to, cause harm to anyone. I'm actually, if you ask a lot of people, I'm a pacifist. So, it was one of those scary times for me, again, where, like, it could have happened, but instead of, putting all that effort into killing myself, I put all that effort into creating the podcast. And, yeah, and, because the podcast was an early conception thing before my dad died. But once he died, I actually bought a computer. I started, investing into it, and here we are today. I've gotten to meet some very amazing people that I've never thought I would in life. Like Prince Whatever, I've gotten to talk to him. Black and Blue, I love him. Slaughter Stallion, I love him. He's a great guy, no matter what anyone he says. I've gotten to meet I actually met Forever Free in person with my dad before he died. And he didn't remember me, which is funny because I remember exactly who he is, and he slowly remembers who I am. I've met Lightning Bliss. I've met tons and tons. I almost got to meet Dr. Wolf. That was really cool. I almost got to. It facilitated a lot of those. Some of those I just met at like BronyCons and stuff. But it's just, the podcast has done so much for me, and it's brought me a lot of joy. And that's how I've met most of my best friends now. Is I met my buddy Luna through there. I met Alan through I met Alan through a live stream, getting set up for a podcast. I've met most of my team, my production team, through the podcast. Yeah, the production team, and you were busy. I'm like, yeah, I completely understand. Do not worry. You were smart with computers, and, that's why I reached out. Yeah, I'm still looking into that, but it's off to the side right now because I'm not really working on that channel right now. I'm more working on this one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like when I saw you, I was like fucking like when you did that VTuber shit, I was astonished. I was like, I fucking want that. That is cool. It's like, yeah, and I was actually looking at being a VTuber for a very long time. You know, because I'm not ashamed of who like what I look like or anything, but I've shown my face on this channel before. I actually used to do it quite a bit. Not on this channel, on my old channel, on my personal channel. So people know who I look like, and I just figured it'd be a fun way, you know, to try. I wanted to try it for a long time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, congratulations on that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not good with keeping with the times. I'm old-fashioned. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you're like, you know what? Screw you. I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, it is a task and a half. It is a task and a half. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked yeah, I looked into it and I'm like, this is fucking complicated. I'm like, I see, I come from a long line of engineers. I don't know if you're big into American military, but you may have heard this of the Predator drone. It's what we used to take. It's what we used in like Afghanistan and shit to bomb an assload of the opposing force. Basically, it's this. I think so. Let me run it real quick. Well, that's scary as shit. Hold on. I'm just gonna check. I'm just checking. But yeah, I know. I'm gonna be out here by the end of the port. Shit. Shit. Let me speak to you in your native tongue. Shit, man. Fuck. Yeah, do you wanna go down? Alright. How the fuck do I fix this? Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm a dumbass. No, I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't switch OBS's audio. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm a smart guy. Yeah, let me fix that real quick. Fucking hell. It'd be audio output. Dear Lord, I'm so fucking sorry about this. Well, tell whoever. Thank you. That was holy shit scary.
Have you got it fixed now?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll talk now. Try test the audio to see if you can hear me again. And then if you can hear me talking in the playback, then it should be good.
Okay. Dear Lord, I'm so fucking sorry about this.
How does it sound?
I'm checking real quick. Tell whoever. Thank you. That was holy shit scary. Have you got it fixed now? There you go. We're good. We're good. Oh my god, that was scary.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the
welcome to
of...
welcome to the bullshit. Welcome to me doing this in how long has it been since I've done this? January. That's why I apologize. This is 100% my fault.
Hello. Okay. I'm happy to be here. It's nice to be here on the podcast.
It's nice to be heard. It's nice to be heard now.
Yeah, it's good to be here. All right. Would you like to do a new introduction in that case?
All right. Fucking hell.
That was our practice. That was our warm up until.
Yeah, that was practice. That was practice. You heard nothing. Don't worry about the first half of this shit.
Oh my goodness.
That was practice. You didn't hear anything.
Alright, this is the real deal now. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I should have checked that. That's my bad.
That's okay.
See, I spent 20 minutes setting this up. It's, you know what? I'm gonna blame Violet. I'm gonna blame Violet Pony because I was listening to her fucking Antonym song, and I love that thing.
Yeah, good music.
And I was full blasting it, and I'm like, I love this shit. And I was like doing that in my process, and I'm like, I just fucking forgot like 9 things. Violet Pony, if you're listening to this, it's your fault.
Don't worry, we love you, alright? Big shoutouts. Love your music.
Yeah, huge shoutouts. Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome. Okay, so I'll reintroduce myself. I am Kadae. I go by on Twitter.
He's Kadae.
You can see me there at twitter.com/Thomas_Harak.
I can't believe I did this.
And I'm also the Baronade on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm primarily known for speedrunning video games, and then also making art on Twitter and stuff. That's mainly what I do, and I'm here with my lovely interviewer.
Yeah, he's here to catch all my mistakes.
That wasn't even me. Shoutouts to Yumizuro, my boyfriend, for messaging me.
Yeah, tell them thank you because I would not have caught that. I just did that 5-second. Oh yeah, I was listening to the 5-second audio whenever I do it, and then I was like, oh yeah, my voice is coming through fine. Didn't even register that I had to make sure the other person was coming through.
But yeah, now we're here. We're here for the real beginning. All right, so
yeah, we're here now. Hi, how are you? I'm not a complete failure.
No, we got this.
Usually, Alan.
All right, so how shall we start the show?
1 to 10. How bad do I suck at podcasts?
Ah, you got this. Look, this is now. We got the podcast rolling now.
Hey,
we're heated up. We're warmed up. We got the seats warm. We're in the studio today.
Yeah, we were just talking. Yeah, that's it. Don't worry about this. I'm not a fucking failure.
I can recap my story again because people may not have heard it. So I'll go over that again for the sake of having that in the podcast.
Dear.
So one thing that... Do you want me to call you Blazing, by the way?
It doesn't matter what you call me. Blazing. You can call me Karen.
Blaze? Alright, I'll go with Blaze. Blaze is cute.
Oh, okay.
So,
are we going that way? Are we going that way? Oh, we're gonna go that
way.
No. You did it. You brought this on yourself.
So, okay. So for context, for anybody wondering how I even ended up in this situation in the first place, Blaze, I think, started messaging me more often after he found out that I had a VTuber model that I had made. And then after that point, he invited me onto this podcast, and I was eager to accept and come on here. And I was mentioning just before, in the silence where nobody could hear, that one thing that motivates me more so than anything else is making things out of spite, or doing things out of spite. And so the reason I even ended up making a VTuber model in the first place. Oh my god, hello. I'm gonna turn around to face you. Is that a brush? Oh my god.
Maybe.
Are you wearing suede? Did you change your outfit?
Yes, I did.
I feel like I have an outfit change, but I don't know if this is like safe for the. It probably is. I don't know if this is or not. Can I change to this temporarily? Look, nobody will see this ever again. Okay, let me stand back behind this booth. Anyway, so VTuber model. You messaged me, I think, after you found out that I had a VTuber model, and the way I even got into that was just totally unexpected, because I didn't expect that I would ever make a VTuber model, but the boyfriend that I'm with now,
the one who, thank God, caught our mistake.
Yeah, shoutouts to you, Visitor, for catching the audio. Now we're here, and we can hear everybody, which is good. But he had a VTuber model like a while ago, and at some point last year in December, he mentioned, "Oh, making a VTuber model is really, really hard." And foolishly at the time, I thought he was over-exaggerating the difficulty of it.
No.
So I said something along the lines of like, "Oh, it can't be that. Like, I'm sure it's difficult, but I don't think it's that hard, right?" Or something like that. And then he said something along the lines of, "Oh, I don't think you like if you had to make one, I don't think you could make it. Like, I don't think you would give up or something." I said, "Oh my god, okay, you want to bet on it? I'm willing to bet on it. I'm willing to throw money down." And he was like, "All right, you have to try and make one before your birthday this year, which is April." So I had like 4 months to make it.
There we go.
And so I went on that journey, and it was way harder than I could have expected. So I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a lot easier than it actually was.
Yeah, you forgot the most important about you. He's Australian, mate. He's Australian.
Yeah, I'm an Aussie. I'm living down under. Blaze is loving doing these horrible, absolutely terrible.
He's upside down. He lives upside down in the world.
This is true. Yeah. Living in Australia.
It's like like I said, I'm a huge gun guy. It's like their Australian submachine gun. The submachine gun. Your magazine sticks straight up instead of our normal ones where they stick straight down.
This is niche gun jokes. We don't have guns here in Australia. Interestingly enough.
Well, you do. You're just not allowed to own them.
Yeah, it's probably true actually. I don't know who has the probably the military or the police. I'm guessing, but I'm not actually sure.
Yes, that and private militaries, all that fun shit. Your country is notorious for private military groups and shit.
Maybe, yeah. I'm not too like knowledgeable necessarily on that side of things as far as like the country is concerned, but it is nice and chill here. We've got good beaches. Would recommend. It's a good holiday spot. All right, if anybody's coming down to Australia, hit me up. You
have fucking terrifying creatures who live in your backyard.
Oh yeah, we have like. This freaks people out, but I didn't really realize that we have like a lot of big spiders compared to like other places in the world and things like that. See,
I used to be afraid of spiders,
but
then I read a cop fic on it, and then I'm like, nah, I'm good now.
Wait, a clop fic, did you say?
Do you know who Wooten is?
Who Wooten is? No, I don't think so.
Oh my god. I'm going to tell your boyfriend and apologies in the forehead in the foreground. I am going to ruin you. You're no longer gonna be the nice little innocent Australian.
Oh, if you think I'm innocent, you are in for a wild ride, my friend.
If you've seen the podcast before, so you know I'm nothing but a pervert.
Oh no, you're an innocent little bean. I know for sure.
Nah. Nah.
I was one thing. Speaking of perversion and stuff like that, one thing I was thinking about creating, because right now on my Twitter account, I follow a lot of not safe for work artists, but I'm like, cautious to interact with anybody because I don't want that to show up on my main timeline.
I don't give a shit. I was wondering if
it's worth it to create a separate Twitter account.
I had one. I had one for that. It's called Alicorn. It's called Alicorns of the End Times because it sounds like a hardcore metal rock band.
Oh, but that's actually a nice name. I like that.
Yeah, it's because I was gonna play a lot of those not safe for work games on like X videos and shit, and so I used that name for that, but then I got too lazy.
Wait, like not safe for work pony games or what games?
Yeah.
How many have you played? Many?
I played enough.
Enough. I played, dude.
Pony Waifu
ages ago.
Banned from Equestria.
Dude, Band for Equestria Daily is the classic. I played that game ages and ages ago. Back when I was I've been also. Now you mentioned you were a brony for a long time, since like 2010 or something.
Yeah.
I got into the fandom in 2011. I think in November. Specifically, it was after the first 2 episodes of season 2 had aired, the Discord double episode, and the next episode airing was Lesson 0. That was the episode in, like, the next week.
You said it. You said it.
I said it. What did I say?
You said one of my absolute favorite episodes.
Dude, that episode is so good. I love that episode.
My favorite episodes of all time are Lesson 0. Sorry, I have my window open and it pushes on my door and it does weird shit. I thought someone was coming in. I'm like, I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker. Because I'm home alone, and if someone steps in my house, that's an issue.
This is the American experience right now.
Yeah, gun violence.
Jesus Christ.
I live.
You guys have crazy good conventions though. It's a shame. I really want to visit the US. There's a few places I want to go for like conventions and stuff because you guys have massive conventions.
Yeah, we do. That's like I said, I met Forever Free at one actually in my home state, Utah. It's called Crystal Mountain Pony Con.
Nice.
And
yeah, it's cool. There's so many pony conventions. There's like none here.
You
guys have also all the good esports tournaments too.
Yeah,
it's another thing that
esports is for losers.
Dude, I love. Okay, there's so many rabbit holes we can go down. But before I get into this, because we'll jump into that. The
you get distracted easily, like I do.
Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna go for like tangents here and there. So like I say a thing, and you say a thing, and I'm like, oh, this thing.
Alan yells at me for it. I'm like, fuck you. I'm a person. I'm my own person. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. And to be fair, I'm the main host, so you can kiss my ass.
So I need the moderator to keep us on track. But okay, so the Band for Equestria Daily game. Now, I've been a brony for ages as well. I've been brony since 2011. And that game came out like sometime after that. I remember when, I think it was Tiara Y, or whoever it was that made the game, put it out. And I played it at home, and I thought it was really fun. So I brought it to school.
Oh, God.
And I think it was during IT class or during photography. It was one of those classes where we were using computers, but like the teacher did not care at all. So people were like bringing Halo on their like USB sticks and playing it together or something like that. IT or photography.
You brought a fucking porn game.
I brought the pretty porn game, and I had a friend of mine who I was like, hey, I have a fun game I want you to try with me. And he did not know what he was in for, but we played it. Like, we ended up playing it all the way through during class. For those of you who don't know as well, Band from Equestria Daily is like, it's an MLP fan game where you play as like a no-name sort of self-insert stallion.
Anonymous, essentially.
Yeah. And you go, and you have to try and fuck as many...
every pony you can.
Basically, as many as you can, yeah.
It's Applejack, Rarity, all of them. And there's like... Did you ever get the hidden... It's old news now, but did you ever get the hidden ending where you go to Zikora's hut, and it turns out it's actually Chrysalis?
Yeah, dude, okay, that ending was kind of hot. There were some good endings.
There's the Celestia one where it just turns out super gay.
Was the Celestia one in the original game, or was that like an update? Because I played the game when it was like originally put out and it was like super unfinished, when the Everfree Force was just sketches. But there was an update later to like add more into it, and I never ended up playing that fully.
I don't remember.
Because I think, from my vague memory, I feel like the Celestia thing wasn't added in when I played it. The Zikora thing was.
There's Banned from Equestria, and... Okay, I think it's banned from...
I think that's like 1.7 or something like that, and then never
I think it's banned from Ponyville and then banned from Equestria. I think there's 2 versions.
I think the original that I played was just called Banned from Equestria Daily, and then Daily in brackets.
Yeah.
But I'm just going off my memory of this now.
Yeah, it's been so fucking long.
It's been ages. But I played that one, and that was really fun.
Then there's a couple other fun games that came out around that time. There's the Apple Blue, the Tale of the Blink Flinks, or whatever the fuck it is, the where Apple Bloom goes to an abandoned forest or some shit and finds a really weird, creepy ass fucking village.
Wait, was that like the Pokemon style game or something? Like it was an overhead.
Kind of.
I'm,
It was
I'm
sort of
misremembering
like that. It was kind of like it was like that in the way of how you got places and how you did things, but it wasn't really like Pokemon based.
Yeah. I forget.
Cool game,
my
though.
memory is like.
I know
Yeah.
it goes with time. And
There was also
half
like Luna game, I think, or like Luna EXE or whatever it was called. That I played, I think. It's like that platformer that had screamers in it.
Yeah, there's. I wish a lot of the sad thing is a lot of these games are going away now.
Oh really? How come?
Copyright issues. The technology it was used on is no longer supported.
Oh yeah, for like the Flash games and stuff, especially.
Yeah, which
true.
Which is sad because like for people like you and me, that was a good chunk of our our experience in the fandom.
Yeah, I think if you have like a standalone Flash player, you can still play it though. Or I think even Newgrounds made like a Flash player thing, but I'm not sure.
I don't remember. It's been so fucking long.
Yeah, but there was that one. There was a game released kind of recently, on Steam actually, called something like Friendship with Benefits. Something
yeah. Played
that game is pretty good as well.
I love that one because you start off with Trixie and you know my feelings about her.
Yeah, true. Actually, I was catering to you exactly.
And there's
another
one
the visual one and a name one.
There's another one on Steam that you need to go check out. I played it live on my other channel. It is called Delirium. It is.
I've played Delirium.
It is a MLP horror game, and I've actually screamed like I got fucking scared and screamed like a little bitch on there. And that was on the live stream too. That was scary. It was like,
oh my god, I'll have to go back and watch that. That sounds like fun content. I played through Delirium. I don't remember.
I can't beat it. Where the fuck?
I forget. I don't think I finished it, but I remember liking that game. There's meant to be a sequel coming out.
There's another one. There's a sequel to it coming out. I don't know when. It's been said it's been coming out soon for years. It's called Delirium Golden Rogue, and I'm just waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, I'm waiting too. I think I've got it on my wish list, so hopefully we notified.
I do too. I wish there was more. I wish people like that created more games.
Yeah, true. I wish there were more pony-like games.
Because I love 8-bit games, and so that when I found that, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm like, I can't play this because I don't know how to play these games.
Dude, speaking of you know how I found out about the existence of MLP? There's like, yeah, actually true. There's like the story that I give everyone, like there's like the vanilla story that I give everybody, and then there's the real story. And the real story is basically the same as the vanilla one with just a little bit of extra context. But the vanilla one that I give people is that I was in high school at the time, and a very close friend of mine.
Wow, you're a lot older than I am.
Well, actually, how old are you?
I'm 20, turning 21 this year.
Oh, you're 20. Okay, I'm 25 this year. I've turned 25.
When I was about 9 or 10 when I first got introduced to My Little Pony.
I think I was 13 when the show started and 14 when I actually started watching it. Which for me was my second year of high school. And I had a friend who started watching it before I did. And he introduced it to me. He was like, he was a shy friend who like didn't really talk to anybody.
Yep.
And similar experience. And he showed it to me, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a watch. And I watched it, and I was like, oh, I really like this. But I already, I was a bit more of a social outcast back then, like a nerdy kid, you know. Sat at the front of the bus, at the front of the class kind of kid. But I liked cartoons. I watched a lot. I watched like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Powerpuff Girls and stuff like that.
Chowder,
and I found out.
Shit.
Yeah. So I found out later that Lauren Faust, who's making that show, after I binged through like this first season. And I found out Lauren Faust also worked on those two shows with her husband, I think, Craig McCracken.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, I'm down.
I forgot what she's working on now, but she's amazing.
Yeah, she's super, super cool. Big respect to her stuff. I am of the controversial opinion that the show started to fall off a bit after the first 2 seasons. But we can get into the show itself as well. But that's the story I tell most people. When people ask like how I got into it, that's the story I tell. I'm like, oh, he got me into it, and I started watching it. And that's all kind of true. That is how I started watching the show. But that's not how I first found out about the show. For context before that, I was already a furry going into high school. My very first girlfriend that I had in high school was also a furry, and that was like,
Lord.
That's how this is the context into that sphere.
This is also early furry when it got when it wasn't so cringe.
Why? I have no idea. I don't know. This is like the DeviantArt days and like Tumblr and stuff. This is like 2008, 2009.
Thank God this was before fucking fursuits.
I think fursuits were still a thing.
Jesus.
But I personally
out here, people who wore that shit got outcast real hard.
I mean, I've never owned a fursuit, but low-key, I would kind of want a fursuit of my Sona. I think that would be kind of cool. But those things are expensive and hard to make.
I have a friend in high school who made them.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
And she had the weird fucking one with like the acid face and all that. I'm like, I don't see the appeal of this at all.
So back in like 2008 or 2009, right? Back in those days, I used to browse this website called 4chan, which I don't browse anymore.
4chan!
Yeah,
that's how it starts. That's how it starts.
This is back in the day, alright? The last time I went on that site was like in 2012 or something. But back then, that was like a niche internet place to go and like just find out about stuff and whatever and shitpost with people. Yeah.
I know where this is going.
The first image that I saw for the G4 MLP stuff, I didn't know was a show. I knew that it was a toy line and that's it. But I saw like on the random board, somebody posted a pornographic picture of Pinkie Pie.
Oh, that was
like
I was gonna put my money on Rainbow Dash. That's how most people find out.
Yeah, true. There's tons of Rainbow Dash porn, but this was it was like Pinkie Pie in Twilight's library getting like magically penetrated by her or something like that off screen. That's what the image is. I remember it really clearly.
Oh my!
And I jerked off to that image, but that I remembered for like a while after, and then like a year later, when my friend introduced me to the show, I was like, "Oh, this is cute." But in the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh my god, it's a show! Oh no, I recognize these characters."
See, I had the lucky of experience of when I first, so it was kind of like you. I had gotten a little used to it. Like, I wasn't a full-on fandom brony. I wasn't full-on brony till junior high. I don't know if you had junior high. It's like middle school.
In Australia, we have like just 6 years straight up, and that's all high school. We have like primary school, which is years 1 to 6.
Yeah.
And then we have high school, which is 7 to 12, and then you graduate.
Yeah. Okay.
I think middle school for you guys is like the junior campus for us, which is the first 3 years of high school.
Yeah. It's okay. So we have elementary, which is 1 through 6. Actually, it's K through 6, which is kindergarten, which is.
Yeah, we have that too. Yeah.
And then it's junior high, which is 7 through 9. And then high school, which is the last 3 years of high school, which is 10 through 12.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, here, it's similar actually, but we just probably call it different things. So I just went to high school, but years 7 through 9, you were a junior at the school that I went to, and then you were a senior 10 to 12.
Yeah. Here it's your junior, no, freshman. 10th grade, junior,
and sophomore, senior, right?
No, yeah, junior, sophomore, senior, yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
I've like I said, I graduated in 2020. It's been fucking my mind's gone to mush since I haven't been in school. Nice
though, congrats on graduating and getting through it.
Oh, I cheated my ass off. I'm not even ashamed to admit it.
Oh my goodness.
So, like I was saying, when I was, cause like it was just my parents were divorced. My mom and dad were divorced, and so
mine too.
I spent a lot of for school. I spent a lot of time with my dad, cause that's where all that set up. It's a long fucking process of bullshit. And I went to my mom's on the weekends. My mom had cable TV, which is something I didn't have because we grew up poor ass family. I have it now because I'm an adult and I actually had to upgrade for Discovery Family because I'm not gonna have cable without Discovery Family. I bitched at the cable company. I'm like, I need this. I need my daily dose of My Little Pony.
The daily dose.
Daily
Man,
dose.
watching it. When you were watching the show, did you watch it live?
Yeah, I watched some of the it was season 1 reruns is what I would watch.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it was right in that first season era.
Yeah.
And
Man,
I would watch it in passing, and I grew up in a tough neighborhood, so if you mention say if you mentioned something like you watch that show or like that shit, you got ridiculed, and I got bullied the fuck out of for liking it. You know, so I gathered that mentality of, you shouldn't like this, it's for girls and shit. You know, that stereotypical ass bullshit. And so when I went to, because I was doing horrible in school, so I moved up to where my mom lived and went to school there. I would kind of watch it if it was on, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. Junior high is when that changed. Real quick. So if you watch the podcast, you know I'm predominantly German.
Oh.
My dad's side of the family is predominantly German, and that's the side that I respect the most, and they're assholes. My mom's side of the family is just assholes. So I was like, yeah, I'll learn German. Not a big issue. And the guy who got me into My Little Pony originally was in that German class.
Oh, nice.
And back then, I was kind of I was an alpha. Well, I was a backup alpha for the one of the groups I was in, and we were kind of the ones that. I hate myself for this now because I feel like an asshole, but I bullied the fuck out of that dude because he had Twilight Sparkle and all that. He was full on brony. Had buttons and pins and all that shit, shirts on his backpack, all that shit.
What a baller! Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick on this motherfucker.
Oh,
and
nice.
so I bullied the fuck out of him, and then he took it really well. He's actually one of my best friends now.
Oh damn! Dude, what a origin story.
He built my computer.
Oh yeah, that's kind of sick.
And then I plastered the fucker in shitty ass, crappy fucking, very adult My Little Pony stickers. Because that's just the kind of person I am. But
you rock it, alright. We stand.
Yeah,
as they say.
Yeah, I didn't know about it, so I, coming from that tough childhood mentality, I picked on the fucker. You know, I feel bad about it now, but, it's part of growing up. You learn your mistakes.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Yeah, and so I bullied the absolute shit out of him. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I bullied the fuck out of him.
I love the dichotomy of I feel really bad, we turn out to be best friends, and I really regret it in hindsight. But man, I bullied the fuck out of that guy. Holy shit.
It's true though. He's actually fucking amazing guy. He's really good. He's actually married now, which surprised the hell out of me. I thought he'd be gay.
Damn, okay.
Because he was weird. He's a weird guy, but I love him.
That's good. Love is important.
Really weird guy, but there was some right to bully, but
there was some right to bully. Look, bullying builds character, right? I got bullied a lot when I was growing up, but not that much for liking My Little Pony. At that point, I was already in high school.
Yeah, and then that's when I first started getting into it because he kind of showed me more of what it was like, and he didn't know, but I already fell in love with the show, and I just was that mentality of you got bullied for this, so bully someone else. He actually invited me to his friend group, and I'm still friends with all those people today.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Instead of being part of that douchebag alpha kind of group, I got sucked into the nerd group where We talked about Dungeons and Dragons, Ruby, all of that
Yo.
fucking shit.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, this is weird. Because I'm a huge fucking nerd. I love everything like Star Wars, Star Trek. I love all that shit. I'm a huge
The biggest nerd.
I'm a
Nice.
huge nerd. And not many people know that about me, but I'm a huge nerd. And
it's nice though. It's good to have things that you care about a lot, be passionate about it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And so, like, I fit in really well there. And, you know, I looked up to him after, you know, bullying the fuck out of him. I ended up looking up to him. Which is a weird,
nice.
really weird concept when I think about it. But, yeah. So, then...
That's some good character growth.
I got into it. It caused a lot of fucking issues because, the word obsessed came up a lot. And the word obsessed is still kind of used today.
In reference to what?
For my mentality towards the show.
Oh, yeah.
And my parents...
You said...
My parents didn't exactly like me getting obsessed with it.
Oh, dude.
And I said, fuck you! I don't care, I'm gonna love this show, because I do. I love that show so much.
Dude, there were a couple things that I came out to my parents, and they had, like, or my family and stuff, and they had amusingly different reactions. Like, I think pretty early on, now for those of you who don't know, I identify as pansexual. I used to say I was bisexual, but I've just switched using labels since then. But when I was a lot younger...
I'm pretty bisexual. I don't care whether one way or the other. I just hate the fucking, like, 90 bajillion genders. I'm like... Can you just stick to, like, 4? It makes it so much easier for me. I'm like, I don't care if you sexually identify as something else, just... You're not you're not a new species.
I'm here for all the xenogenders.
I'm like, you're not a new species. There's too much. Like, I'm like, yeah, I support everyone and, you know, their life decisions. But I'm like, why are there, like, 19 billion different genders?
I guess that's sort of, I mean, that's a sort of a deeper conversation that you can get into depending on what your philosophy about, like, gender is.
Like I said, I'm very based in science, so I'm like, can you just, I'm okay if you, like, oh, I sexually identify as a girl, cool! I sexually identify as a guy, cool! Whatever. Just, like, why are you this thing that doesn't exist?
Well, I mean, we can go into this conversation if you want to have this conversation. Because this is an interesting one that we can have.
We'll do it later, because we were talking about, what the hell were we on? Oh, how we got into the fandom.
Yeah.
Well, I have in my family, we kind of have an addiction to porn, and I didn't know that.
Wait, wait,
yeah,
porn
my
addiction
family.
runs in your family?
Yes. I didn't know that till later on in life. I did not know that.
That's news to me. I've never heard of porn addiction running in the family.
Yeah, alcoholism runs my family too. That one I'm okay with.
That I have heard, yeah. That's a bit more standard.
But yeah, I'm not really ashamed of it, because, you know, it's not like we're going out of our way to look up fucking horrible shit.
What do you consider horrible shit?
Like pedophilia, necrophilia, that type of shit. It depends, like, bestiality, I don't watch it personally, but it kind of depends for people. Like, if you look at it scientifically, it's been happening since the beginning of fucking man.
Well, I view it kind of like this.
Okay, hold on. Let me just say this. People fuck animals. It's kind of normal. Let it go.
Okay, I'll push back on that a little bit. I don't think it's that normal for
it's
people
not,
to fuck
other that normal,
other species.
But it happens.
It does happen in an extremely small number of cases, but the same is true. It
happens a lot more than you think it does. A lot more than you think it does.
Maybe. I would push back a little bit. Here's my kind of view on it. I personally think that I think personally you should be allowed to have whatever fantasies you want. Fantasies should be totally... That's like your safe space. You can fantasize about whatever you want. It can be as gruesome, as horrible, as immoral as you like, because it's a fantasy, and you should be able to fantasize about whatever. And I feel similarly to some extent like that about art.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have fantasies that you want to experience in some sort of safe way, then
Mhm.
art is a good way to experience these kinds of
That's
things.
why I
Especially
kind
if it's
of.
more taboo.
That's why when I get upset about people criticizing other people's art, I'm like, just fucking let it go.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where people's concerns lie, not really just dissecting it on any sort of more deeper level than that.
Yeah,
if you're just looking at it superficially. That being said, though, I do think that bestiality itself, like the actual physical act of going out and having sex with animals, is kind of a form of animal abuse. It probably depends a little bit on.
See, I know people who have done said acts. I'm not greatly happy about it, but I know those people. And
right, yeah.
from what they've said, and because I've met the animal that they've done said actions with.
Oh my god.
Not during the action, thank God.
Well, I didn't assume that you were watching it happen in real time.
No, I'd be really fucking creeped out if someone was having sex with their dog right in front of me. But
okay, go on.
From what I've seen, animals do have sentience to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like say if the act is going, this is so off topic.
No, let's get into it. Let's get into the weeds. This is where the
podcast goes weird. Actually, it went weird a while back.
Look, I was ready for it to. I'm half steering the wheel into this direction. Right?
But okay, so if the animal, say if you're doing it, the animal, if it does not want said action to happen, it will clearly tell you, do not do that. You see that type of action in dogs. Like, say if you're bothering the dog or you're in its territory or something, it will show acts of aggression or acts of yet not wanting you to do that certain action, right?
Okay, I'll push back on that, but I'll let you finish your point first.
But from what I've heard and accounts and all of that shit and seen of the animal, if it doesn't, because you know how dogs and stuff can show, emotion of being happy about something or along that line. I've seen that in the animals that instead of showing, fear or anxiety towards a person, they show, like they're completely comfortable and, they don't mind the person being around them. Because, say, horses have a pretty damn good memory. And
right.
I've met a few people who have done such thing to animals, and I'm not going to name names, obviously.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, but I know people who have, and I've met the animals, and they seem completely fine.
Right, okay.
So, and from the accounts, and, it doesn't, the animal was not actively trying to, let's put it, deny or avoid said action.
I'll give you my pushback, and then you can reply with what your thoughts are once I've finished giving you what my thoughts are in response to what you said, okay? Yeah. Okay, so this is the way I view it, and I think this is kind of an important thing that gets overlooked. One thing that's kind of important is there's a power dynamic between a pet owner and a pet that isn't present with wild animals. So a lot of the people who engage in these kinds of acts, right, whether they're having, I would say this is rape, personally, because I don't think we as humans have any way of really concretely knowing whether or not an animal can consent to an action like this.
Yeah.
The reason I say this as well, if you have something like a pet dog, or even if a horse or whatever, these animals are usually trained, or they're, conditioned to be, subservient in a way. Yeah. Like your dog that you might have as a pet for years and years and years, that's, reliant on you for shelter, food, and care, and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. If you start doing something harmful to the dog, or if you start, having sex with the dog or something like that, because it's an animal, like you said, that does have some sentience, it can sort of, have a sort of Stockholm syndrome kind of response where it'll deal with those emotions however it can to remain in a sort of positive state or whatever. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's actually going on with the dog.
Yeah.
Trying to, have sex with an animal in the wild, though, would go absolutely horribly. If you're trying to fuck a horse or fuck a dog or something like that in the wild, there's no way it would ever go well. The only reason it works out in these situations and why it seems like, in my opinion, the animals are, quote-unquote okay with it, or they might not seem that they're like visibly upset or anything like that by it, or like you can't tell if they're harmed or not, is because essentially a pet is kind of like a slave. It doesn't really have much of a, it doesn't have much freedom to really retaliate against that, because it, to some degree, dogs are smart and so are horses. I'm sure on some primal level they understand that even if the sexual act that they're, you know, being subjugated to is something that they wouldn't want to experience, if they're going to retaliate against their owner, they don't really know if that's going to be like an end to their food supply, or if their shelter is going to be cut off, if that owner is going to get rid of the dog. They don't know that necessarily, right? So they might go along with it for the same reason that somebody in like an abusive relationship would.
Yeah.
So because of that, and because I don't think that animals are capable of like, especially domesticated animals, because these are the ones generally that get like put into these situations where they are raped by their owners and whatever.
Yeah.
I think because they can't like push back against that in any sort of meaningful way, I think it's maybe a bit harmful to kind of view those relationships as like anything but that, I guess. Does that make sense?
And I actually agree with a lot of what you said. I agree full-heartedly. And I'm not saying it's, you know, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's, you know, wrong. I'm just saying scientifically there's proof that, you know, sometimes it can be consensual, but we need more, I guess we need more kind of case studies to prove whether, you know, it's really consensual or not. And so I'm kind of just...
Maybe.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go out and fucking, you know, go fuck a horse or some shit. Not saying that at all. Just, I think it's an interesting, like I said, from a psychology point of view, I'd like to...
Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting.
Look, the spectrum of where I would put this sort of stuff, like I wouldn't, like you can make us, like the hot take on this is that you can say that there is a spectrum there, where you say, okay, if you went out into the wild, buck naked, and just spread eagle, and you waited for an animal to come or something like that, and, you know, go ham with you or something like that, then you could argue, well, okay, then the animal just chose to do all of that on its own, because you were in the wild, you didn't do anything, you didn't initiate that interaction or whatever.
Yeah.
Then sure, you can make that sort of argument there. But that argument, I think, is incredibly hard to make if you're talking about a pet, basically. That's like my view.
I
think
agree
that
with
situation.
that. I agree very well with that. It's just it's a weird topic to go down, and it's gonna lead to.
I'm happy to delve into any sort of topic.
Yeah, it's...
these kinds of taboo topics are fun as well, because on two levels they're fun. Because one, they're not topics that get very what's the word? Like honestly interacted with. Like a lot of people will have
they'll
a
push
moral
it under
position.
the rug. They'd rather, you know, push it under the rug than talk about it openly.
Well, yeah, a lot of people might have like a preconception of like, oh, society says this thing is wrong, therefore I'm part, and since I'm part of the society, I'll also say it's wrong, without really dissecting whether or not it goes against what they think is really truly wrong.
Like I said, you gotta look at history and stuff and say, hey, you know, for thousands of years, or if you're a Christian, for hundreds and hundreds of years, this shit has been going on for forever.
Sure, I would argue against that though, and say that just because something has been done
I'm
for
not saying
thousands
it's
of
right or
years
wrong,
doesn't...
I'm just saying it's been done.
Yeah. Sure, but I would say that that's a moot point when talking about ethics, because ultimately, whether or not something is right or wrong, I think comes down to your own personal beliefs.
Yeah.
As long as you have some personal values that you can then build up from to whatever your position is, and then justify that, that's what ultimately matters in the end. So if you have some beliefs about like consent and power dynamics and whatever that you can then apply to these kind of situations and other relationships, even if they involve animals, you can kind of analyze everything through these lenses and stuff, right?
But at the same time, if you're not looking at it through a strictly scientific view, then people get upset, and it's stuff like people are using their personal beliefs and views instead of using logic and reasoning.
Yeah, but even logic and reasoning, that's all within a framework of what your own beliefs are. Like, you're gonna believe things are right or wrong based on your views
It's kind of like it's like flat Earth versus round Earth.
Maybe.
Well, no, on what you were saying, like it's there.
Yeah.
There's kind of scientific proof for both, but then again, it's more of we have more proof towards one or the other, but people still fucking believe the Earth.
Sure,
is
I mean,
flat.
what the science should ultimately be there for is if you have some sort of values, those can be fine irrespective of what the science says, so long as you're open to changing your view on something if then the science
Yeah.
shows that like it doesn't go against whatever your moral view is. For example,
Like,
so let's say, for example, you could prove. Let's make a hypothetical that doesn't exist.
mhm.
That you could show like, okay, well, we can look for these 3 signs, and if your pet horse exhibits these 3 things, you know, regardless if it's a pet or not, then you know that it's consenting to you fucking it or something like that.
Yeah. So
If you could prove that scientifically, then you could be like, okay, well, that solves these issues.
and
that I
you
would have had
could
before.
apply that same knowledge and theory and idea to religion itself. Like me, I'm agnostic, but that's just me because I'm waiting for some more technically scientific and historical proof that, you know, there is such thing as a god, or, you know,
Sure. I'm also agnostic atheist.
Yeah, I'm not against religion. My dad was a Catholic. My mom's LDS, well, ex-LDS. I'm ex-LDS, which is
What's
Latter-day
LDS?
Saints. It's a Mormon thing. It's more of a thing in the States. It's
Okay,
Latter-day
okay.
Saints. It's basically Christianity, but fucked up really badly. And yes, people are gonna get
Okay,
mad at me
okay.
for saying that, but you guys are hypocritical as absolute shit.
I have no comment. But I'm not too familiar with religion because I didn't grow up with it. From my background, my parents and my grandparents and everything are from the Czech Republic, and that having been a communist country up until its fall in like 1988 or something,
Yeah.
religion wasn't really like allowed, kind of. So they grew up non-religious, so I didn't grow up religious. So I don't know too much
and
about religious things.
Yeah, I grew up next to a church and was forced to go to church. So,
Okay, then you have a more personal experience with that.
yeah, it's kind of like you were saying. You could apply said 3 things to religion and see if, you know, we have signs of that, or if not, and then make a decision whether, you know, there is such thing or there isn't.
Yeah, or you could just be okay with not knowing. I think
Yeah,
a lot of
which
people
I'm
are.
fine with. Like, if we never
Yeah.
find out, I'm not gonna fucking, you know, be upset or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I just,
No, I think that's
I find it interesting, is all. I just like to take a back seat and see, like, because I
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
yeah, I'm big into treasure hunting and, you know, stuff like that. So I like to
Nice.
see if anyone has found, you know, proof of said like religious objects or items, and it's a matter of time, honestly. I think till something either gets proven or disproven. Because the world is taking if you look at it, the world's taking a more scientific approach to things. But at the same time, it's also saying, fuck science. We're creating things that doesn't exist, like 19 bajillion genders.
Well, we can dive into that a little bit as well. Because
I'm fine with whatever. Al usually stops me from having these types of conversations because they distract from the podcast. I'm like, I want to have these conversations. Fuck you.
I mean, we can. This is your podcast, so we can go in whatever direction you would like to.
I'm fine.
If you have any,
whatever.
yeah. If you have any questions for me or anything like that, if you're curious about any of my stuff,
yeah. So you said you do a lot of trying to get back into actual podcast territory.
Podcast mode. Welcome back, everybody.
Not into fucking horses or dogs. So you say you're huge. You're really big into speedruns and stuff. What have been some of the best experiences and most fun you've had with that?
Yeah, okay. I can give you a bit of I can give you like a quick little biography of my history, I guess, in speedrunning. I think I found out about speedrunning being a thing in like 2015. I've liked playing games very like slightly more competitively in like the past. I've played a lot of, I don't know if you've played a little bit of Osu before. It's like a rhythm game.
No, I don't think I have.
I played that a lot in high school, and then I got a little bit more into playing Super Smash Bros. Melee a little bit more competitively, like in local tournaments and things like that. And I think as an intersection of these kind of other gaming-related hobbies, I eventually just stumbled across speedrunning on Twitch. And I don't remember exactly what the first speedrun was that I watched. I think it was a Wind Waker speedrun on GDQ at some point, in maybe 2014 or 15.
Yeah.
And I started watching people speedrun games for a half a year or something. And I was watching people play games in ways that I'd never seen before. People like using these game-breaking glitches and competing
Mhm.
for like leaderboard times and things like that, and that really appealed to me. I thought like, oh, this is a really interesting way of playing games, and I like the idea, the idea of working on a skill and seeing yourself very slowly improve over time and creating like gradual progress and like working really really hard on something
Oh
as well
yeah.
as something that's challenging. I like all those aspects of it. Those all appealed to me.
Hmm.
So I started
I
playing.
would understand that.
Yeah. So that was like, and that's with like any skill. When you like learn to draw or you're working out, I would imagine, or if you're practicing like an instrument or something like that, seeing yourself gradually improve is like incredibly
Oh
satisfying
yeah.
over time.
Yeah.
Especially when you look back at like where you were like a year ago and where you are now, kind of thing. So that's a big element of it.
Kind
And I
of
like video games.
kind of like how I started the podcast. We grew and grew and grew, and now look at us. We got one of the biggest name in My Little Pony music on here, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly. Yeah. It's
So-
like it's really cool to see like where you are now, and then seeing like all the little bits of effort that you've put into like every day, every month, every year, and seeing it culminate
If
into
you're
like
if you're really interested
bigger and bigger.
in like for anyone who's watching this or whatever, if you're really interested in the growth of the podcast itself, there's literally a playlist named All Episodes. Go watch that. It has the very first episode of this, and it's very cringy.
I'm excited. I know what I'm gonna be doing after this podcast is going back and having a look through the older episodes because I'm curious to see where the roots were of this.
Oh, it was
Wanna
bad.
see how far you
I
come.
refuse to go watch them. Oh, and if you want, because
Mhm.
I used to do a lot of. Do you know who Weird Alicorn is by chance?
Weird Alicorn? No, I don't know.
Ah, yet another one who doesn't know. He is essentially my idol.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. He's the guy who inspired me to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
And because my channel was originally fanfic reading and writing.
Yeah, I was wondering where the fanfic part of your channel was, but now I understand.
Yeah, I've been writing fanfic since I was in the first couple years I got into My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a huge amount. As a single child growing up, you kind of have to develop an imagination. You know?
Yeah, you have a lot of time to spend, you know?
Yeah, and my dad, as much as I love my dad, he wasn't really, he wasn't the type to, play with toys with me or that type of shit. It's basically, he was let's go out fishing and stuff like that, but I was like, nah, I don't want to, being a snotty-ass kid. And I regret that now, but hey, you know what, we all have our mistakes.
Yeah.
But
It's hard to go through life without any.
if you want to see because here where I live specifically, earthquakes are super rare for us.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much a once in a lifetime thing, and we got a huge one the day after I had read my first Glotfic,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a really fucking weird Glotfic.
What was the fic?
It was Hot Under the Covers. It was a Nana and a Luna story. And it got real
okay.
It got real fucking weird. You can actually still find it on my old channel.
Well, how did it get weird? What happened? We need details.
Like
for the viewers.
tentacles in the ass type shit. Very
Oh, yeah, that sounds-
non-consensual.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
I didn't know it going into it. So I read a lot of my stuff live, no editing, none of that, straight reaction. So that way.
Mm-hmm. On YouTube as well.
Yeah, well, no, I would record it. I would record me reading.
Oh,
it.
you record first. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna
Yeah,
say that's risky if
I
you're
wouldn't
just
put it
streaming
like
live.
any production. It'd be just straight me reading it.
Yeah. Okay,
How
nice.
weird. That's how Weird Alicorn did a lot of his, and that's where I get my inspiration from. Is he didn't care about editing it, making it look nice. He just was like, hey, you know what, this is a new thing for me to try, and so that's what I did. I'm like, hey, why fucking not? And if you know me personally, I have stupid dad dyslexia. So I misread things all the time. There was actually one
time to listen to you read a fanfic.
Oh, it's hilarious. I did one on a live stream once, and I misread it so bad. It was hilarious, but I fucking horribly misread it, and everybody was having a good time because I don't care that I misread shit because I'll go back and reread it. But if you literally go back and read watch that video of the first Glotfic I ever read, it literally has a warning sign. it literally has a warning sign on the fucking thumbnail. Because I thought I thought I had summoned Cthulhu by reading a fucking clotfic, and he caused a fucking earthquake in my state. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was a weird kid. I'm still weird.
Fair enough. Okay, Jesus Christ, that sequence of events.
Yeah, I'm weird. It happens. I'm weird. But
Don't
yeah,
worry.
so that's a good example of like me growing, because I read a lot of fics. One of my favorite fics is actually one that Weird Al wrote. It's called Princess in a Prism. It's a Rainbow Dash anonymous and, well, not anonymous. He's got a name. I can't remember it. But it's essentially Human in Equestria. But it's Rainbow Dash, the guy, and Twilight Sparkle, and it's a love triangle.
Ah, okay, I see.
And I love that idea of a love triangle. So I actually incorporate that into a few of my stories as well.
Ah, okay, interesting.
And so I pick up pieces here and there from different fanfics I've read or listened to, if they are like a good idea, and I incorporate them into my own writing. Like,
Here's a nice way of going into to like pick out elements you like and then incorporate them in your style.
There's one that I'm actually writing right now, and I wanted to make it like a 20 chapter novel, but it may not turn out that way. But it's, I don't remember his name, but he reads a lot of like Adagio fics. Like, the one that really interested me was Adagio, the soccer mom MILF. Well, Adagio, the soccer MILF, and I've always had an obsession with MILF. I fucking love MILFs. They're awesome. Nice. I like MILFs. I like older women. Kiss my ass.
Look, I respect it.
Like, and so I took it because me loving Adagio, I was like, oh my god, this is great. I want to write a story like this. So instead of, because her son is in the soccer team, but his friend is actually the one who, this is also clotfic. I guess you could technically call it pedophile, but it's not really. It's consensual on both sides, which that's a whole nother fucking topic we could get into.
Oh my god, how many taboo topics are we going to cover in this podcast?
I don't know. It happens a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. So, instead, I kind of wrote mine differently, but I wanted mine to be widely more welcome. So, because in that one, the kid's like maybe fucking 16 when he's having sex with Adagio, and Adagio is like 40. So, there's some clear taboo.
Right.
So, on mine, they actually wait till the kid's 18 to start getting into the sexual part of it. But they build this and this is actually spoilers for the thing, but I don't care. I love this story.
Oh my god, spoilers, what the fuck?
Go ahead. They're building, over time, they're building this very, very close mother-son relationship. Because the son is from our world. He's, a human. But he gets somehow transported. And this is like when he is like barely in high school. Out of high school or some shit. Like, I think maybe 14, 15.
Right.
Era. And so he gets transported and he's homeless and for a little bit of time. Adagio sees him and takes him home and all that. So they start over to the chapters. They start building up this very, very, very close I would almost say symbiotic relationship. One relies on the other. And so it gets to the point where, eventually, instead of being more of a mother-son relationship, it becomes more of a relationship. Because, she's not technically her kid anyway. So it's more okay. And then, obviously they wait till 18 to start doing the nasty. So I wrote it that way so it'd be more welcomed, per se.
Okay.
But it's still
Are you still writing that now, or is that already?
I'm still writing. I'm almost done. I'm waiting until I finish chapter 5 to upload the first 5 chapters. So I'm still writing it, but I want to upload it slowly so people can, see how it changes over time and my writing.
Yeah.
So.
I really want to write a fanfic at some point, but
I could help you. I've written a few.
Yeah, I might get your help actually. Might get some input.
I'm
But-
writing. Alan the Draconiclist, my co-host, has this big motherfucking ass fanfic he wants me to write for him. I'm like, you're an asshole, and I don't want to do this, but we'll do it anyway.
Should get him to commission you. Pay for your services as a writer.
I'm like, yeah, you should pay me for this shit. Because I'm the main writer on it, though. I'm like, no, you're waiting until my story's done, bitch.
But anyway, that's like we were saying, that aspect is what got me into speedrunning initially. To reel back to our railroad track.
I went way off course again.
That was fine. That was a fun tangent to go into.
And this time we didn't end up at bestiality.
I'm proud of us. I think we're doing well. But so that aspect of it appealed to me, and I started running a game. I did a little bit of speedrunning of A Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, I've never played Legend of Zelda, but I would love to.
Yeah, it's really fun. I started a little bit of that, but I wasn't kind of enjoying it that much. And I heard advice from, I don't know if it was another speedrunner or somebody in a forum or something. I don't remember where the advice came from, but I just read it somewhere and I heard it somewhere and I remember really thinking it was good advice. Something along the lines of, if you're going to speedrun a game, it better be a game that you really, really love so that you're not going to get sick of it after playing it for 1,000 hours or something.
Like
I was like, oh, okay.
It's like those challenges where you're restricted to only like one weapon or something.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta really love the game if you're gonna spend like that much time being
Have
like
you
in the
Have you
shit.
ever heard of a content creator called Mitten Squad?
I have not.
Oh my god, we're gonna introduce you to him. He does he does game challenges.
Oh, okay. Game
Like-
challenge is fun.
Yeah, it's like speedrunning, but kind of different. So like
Yeah, it's like this. It's a similar sort of sphere though. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
speedruns themselves are kind of game challenges in a way.
But he does it like, can you do it with your? He does some really fucking wacky ones. He played Fallout 3 with only his eyes.
Oh yeah, that sounds really fun actually. Let's like make good videos.
Yeah, in my family, we're huge Bethesda lovers. Like I love.
Oh, I see.
I love Bethesda, the people who make Fallout and Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls and all that. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I've been meaning to playing more of those, but yeah, good stuff.
If you haven't yet, you need to play. And this is the one that I recommend to everyone because it's literally god tier. You need to play Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about New Vegas. That's the one that everyone raves about.
It was literally made in 24 months.
It's pretty fast for a game development cycle.
There's a whole story to it, and it's made by one of the best game companies ever. It's called Obsidian.
Yeah.
Obsidian it's Obsidian. Best fucking game developers ever.
Yeah. I'm definitely planning on playing it because I've played a little bit of Fallout 4, and Fallout 4 is really fun. And I hear people say that Fallout 4 is like the... Yeah. I've heard people say, like, Fallout fans, that's one of the weaker games in the series. And thinking, like, I really love the game, and if it's one of the weaker ones, then I can only imagine what Fallout New Vegas is like.
The reason they say that is because Fallout is a very role-play-ish game. The old ones where you were your own character, essentially. Like, you got to make decisions that affected the world. And how the economy of the world and how normal people were affected. Fallout 4 kind of took that and threw that out and made it like a narrative, which is kind of stupid, but they kind of...
Bit of a different take, yeah.
They attempted to fix it with Fallout 76, but that was a hot trash piece of take for a long time, too.
I've seen some trash about that.
I have good and bad things to say about that game. Me and Alan we play occasionally on our personal gaming channels.
Oh, nice. Shoutouts to your personal gaming channel. Where can people find that?
In the description. It's AVM Entertainment Projects. I'll have to just send you the link.
Nice.
It's a long ass name. It's a long ass name, and it's crap because I ended up putting more time into my LLP shit than my actual gaming stuff.
No, but at least you're putting in effort, which is good. But no, yeah, okay, so that advice is the advice that I got, and from there, now this was back in 2016. This is when I started like trying to run stuff in 2016.
Oh, off topic. Screwing with SFM just uploaded a new thing on Twitter.
Oh, nice. Good artist, by the way. Shout out to some good porn artists.
Great artist.
I'm a fan. I don't know.
Did you comment on his birthday post?
I don't think I did. I didn't comment on like any of the NSFW creators.
I did, and I got a response.
Oh yeah, nice. Let's go. Yeah, it's always cool to get responses from creators you like. That's why I want to. I'm gonna split up my. I'm gonna have an NSFW Twitter account.
I just
Because if
couldn't
you
give
want
a
it
shit.
early, it's gonna be at the Baronade. All right. I've already got that account because it just redirects to my current account, but you can find it there. All right. It's probably gonna be that account, my art account slash NSFW account.
Put porn on there. That one, my Alicorns of the End Times has like NSFW art in my IOC.
Yeah, I think I've seen. You linked yours in your bio, right? I think I've had a look.
Yeah.
It's nice art there.
I get a lot of it commissioned.
Yeah, no, commissions are good. Based.
I come from a decent family of artists, but I'm too lazy to draw anymore. And with arthritis, I actually am. I'm a medical fucking catastrophe. I have arthritis in my hands at fucking 20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like genetically or from doing something?
Genetically.
Oh, rip. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Like I said, I'm a fucking medical catastrophe. I could go into it, but we'd be here for hours. We're already here for hours.
Jesus. But yeah, okay, so that was 2016. Mm-hmm. So I got that advice, and I switched to my favorite game at the time, which is still probably just barely my favorite game today. It's a very niche Japanese RPG called Is One Chronicles. Now, that game...
Have you... Okay, weird question, and I'm not going to go off topic too bad with this. Have you ever heard of a group or company called Nutaku?
No, I haven't.
You and me are going to have fun.
That's ominous.
Like I said, you're not going to be innocent after this.
I'm definitely... Yeah, I'm very innocent. You're gonna ruin my purity with this podcast.
Yeah, says the one who got fucking introduced to My Little Pony through porn.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, we never finished mine. Oh well, it's all good. Basically, yeah. Eventually I got into porn really bad, and that's the end of the story, and now we're here. I follow over 200 porn creators on Twitter.
Me too. But I have to split that up into a separate account, I think, so I can actually interact with them.
And
not feel worried.
I just quit caring, because, like, I want to have something, like, I would love to have Screen with SFM on here.
That would be cool, actually. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Because I love his work. I love it. I actually tried to get into SFM at one point, and then I'm like, this is hard.
Yeah, there's some really creative people in that space, especially, like, some really good artists. But yeah.
My doppelganger, Weathered, works in Blender. He does a lot in Blender.
Nice. Dude, Blender is pretty sick. There's some crazy stuff you can do.
There's, like I said, I'm a huge car guy, so my favorite sports car of all time is the RX-7 FC. It's the wedge body RX-7.
That's the Mazda something, right?
Yes, that's Mazda. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Hey, okay. Whew. Okay, I nailed the car question. It's the only one I'll get by sheer chance. I realized that was a Mazda.
Yeah, so it's like one of the wedge style 80s cars, but it's an RX-7, so it's a rotary, and I love rotaries. They're glorious engines. But yeah, basically, cool. He put my OC next. He built me like this whole fucking picture in Blender, and it had my OC next to the car. I'll see if I can find it while we're talking and send it to you so you can get an idea. But it was just really dope, and so people who do that stuff just amaze me because I'm like, this is
hell yeah. This takes hard work.
Shit. Like for sure. I looked into doing it. I'm like, I could never fucking do this. And
it takes a lot of work and practice, yeah. As any craft or art does. But yeah, let's start off.
Or like remembering how to remember to change the audio for OBS.
Well, now that you're back into it, hopefully your next coming podcast will not have the same issue. So
the next one's Slaughter Stallion.
Yeah, that should be fun. Stallion Slaughter.
Yeah, whoever.
A good man, a good mutual of mine on Twitter. Very funny guy as well.
Did you see? Oh yeah, you did. I stuck up for him because people were calling him a pedophile and all that shit.
Oh yeah, because
and I stuck up. Remember the comment I put? I'm like, fucking. I'm like, go back to sniff and glue in your parents' fucking basement.
I think I saw that in notifications. Yeah, I was like, damn, you're going hard. But no, we like a similar content creator. But for anybody who's interested, I'll make one comment on this because it's like a very minor, brief thing. But there was some comment about this content creator called Mr. Girl, and he did a review of this movie called Cuties that came out on Netflix.
Yeah, I never saw that, and I didn't even know who the fuck Mr. Girl was, and I was just sticking up for my buddy out because
Yeah, no,
I don't
like
give a
Mr. Girl a lot.
shit who you like. I'm like, I'm just sticking up for my friend, man.
I think the comment that Mr. Girl made about the girls in the movie being hot is something that I think was taken at like face value by the person criticizing. But
I heard about that movie. I never saw it because I heard all the criticism, and like I've actually a lot of people kind of know this about me. I've actually been falsely accused of pedophilia.
What?
Yeah, I'll go into the story later, but I've actually been falsely accused of pedophilia and being involved in that shit. So when I see someone I know hasn't done that shit, I tend to stick up for him a little more because I've been through it.
Fair.
I've been through that. By the way, that car I sent you is an RX-7 FC.
It's on Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice looking car.
Yeah. That's my dream car. I want to own one, but I'll see if I can find the.
The Mazda RX-7 looks pretty good. But for that Mr. Girl comment, for anybody who wants some context for that, the point of that comment was because it's in the context of a review of the movie, and the critique that he was making by saying that that's what the movie was trying to do is the movie's trying to make you feel like they're presenting the girls in a way to portray them as being hot. And the fact that they make you feel that way is like a commentary on the movie and the way it's making other people feel. So that's like a critique on how the movie portrays them. But taking that out of context and then saying people who like Mr. Girl are going to be sex offenders or something, I think is really stupid if you watch any of that sort of content.
I've been accused of being a sex offender and all that shit. And so...
Jesus Christ, you live a colored life.
I do. I live a very colored life. I live a colored life that you don't even know and most people don't know.
But back at our original train wagon that we were going on, I played Is One Chronicles.
Wow, I have a lot of porn on my phone!
All the way to 2020. I played that game I speedran it for 4 years. Initially, I started running it because I had to look at the world record at the time. And
just
I was
ignore
myself,
me. Just ignore me. I'm not looking at porn. I'm trying to find something.
This man is distracted during his own podcast. For shame.
It's not my fault. I just have a lot of it.
No, I was looking at you. Look, you can look through your porn gallery while I go.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to find the picture.
Story here, and then when you find what you have, you can bring it forth to the table. But I looked at the world record at the time, and at the time I thought to myself, foolishly, again, this is like the same thing with the VTuber model. I looked at it before I had done any speedrunning and thought, I can kind of see a few mistakes here and there. I bet this record is beatable. Like I reckon I could beat it like just by playing the game a little bit. And boy was I wrong.
This is mine and his. This is a work he did for me. It's me and him meeting up in, Blender. That's all done in Blender.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, he did.
I like the cars in there too. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
this is really good. This is good work.
Me and him have very similar tastes in cars, except he likes to. If you know anything about freaking cars, he likes to take the LFA engine from the Lexus LFA and shove it into fucking Nissans.
Okay.
And it bothers
Look,
me.
I'm just a furry. I don't know anything about fucking cars necessarily.
I know. I'm just saying for people who do, he bothers me some days. Really hard.
But yeah, that world record looked like easier than I thought it was, so I started playing the game. And I told a friend of mine, like, I reckon I can get the world record. And again, it was the kind of case of like, I don't think you can kind of thing. It was back in 2016. So I was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna grind it. And I started playing the game, and I played it for like 100, like 10 hours, 20 hours, 100 hours. I was speedrunning it.
This is the one.
And then I was starting to realize, like, oh my god, I don't think I can get the world record. This is actually really, really hard. This is insane. Once you start getting into the game, then you realize, oh my god, it's actually way harder than it seems.
Oh yeah.
But I kept running it because I was like, alright, you know what, I'm just gonna see how much I can push it because I'm getting a new personal best. I'm improving my own time. And there were certain hard strategies and tricks that the world record run would go for that I didn't incorporate. But as I got better over the years, 2016, 2017, 2018, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start incorporating some of the harder strategies. There was like a boss battle that you do at the very start of the game where the world record route to doing that is you skip everything at the beginning and you just run straight to the main boss. You don't equip any armor, you don't level at all, and you fight him with no armor equipped, no sword, nothing. with 0 XP basically, right? So you're not
Mhm.
leveled at all, and you have to hit him like 30 times while dodging all of his attacks. You can only get hit 3 times before you die, right? But he takes like 30. And so I was watching the world record do that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna practice that. And then I spent stream after stream after stream in 2018, I think, because that's when I started streaming.
I see your streams quite a bit, and like I just like I see them pop up, and I'm like, hey, I'm doing something right now.
Aw. It's
don't
nice
worry,
to see people pop in there.
I'll pop
yeah.
in a few times. You gotta send me your shit again because I forget it.
Yeah. If you do pop it, make sure you say hello. That goes to anybody watching this podcast. But what's up,
I used to.
appreciate all the support.
I used to stream on Twitch a bit.
I'm actually planning on maybe trying to do some dual streaming on YouTube because that seems like it might be a good plan. It's easy to save VODs that way. But with that battle, I was doing it over and over, and that was like when I started streaming. There were some new clips that were discovered, and I tried experimenting with some consistent setups for those, and I found some and made some YouTube tutorials for that game. And then I started streaming from that. That was 2018. It was now 4 years ago, I think. Yeah. So I started streaming back then. Or no, this was 2016. That was 6 years ago. I'm losing track of time. I started streaming the game, and what ended up happening was after enough streams, I finally got through that boss battle once, and then I was like, okay, we did it one time. Now I have to get consistent at it. So I practiced it over and over again until it started becoming more and more consistent. And then I started incorporating these harder and harder tricks into the run over the years, right? 2018, 2019, time is passing, up to the point where I'm like getting better and better times. I was like 4th in the leaderboard, and then 3rd. And then 2nd place was a really, really hard one, but eventually I pushed through and got to 2nd place, and then I was like still way behind 1st. And I was like, okay, oh my god. I had, throughout that grind, kind of lost hope that getting gold record was even possible. But then eventually, after enough grinding, I started thinking like, okay, well, now I'm 2nd again. Or, not again, I'm 2nd right now. Maybe world record is possible if I just grind hard enough. So for the entirety of 2019, I just kept grinding and grinding and grinding. And I was like, okay, I'm determined to get this year. And I did a ton of streams in December of that year, trying to push for the world record. And I couldn't do it. I had like 5 or 6 runs that could have been world record that I ended up just dying to because I got too nervous near the ending boss battles and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, okay. So for January, I decided, you know what, I'm taking a break. Also for context, because this is a small game at the time, I only had like 70 followers or something. I was really, really small. A fresh affiliate on Twitch or anything like that. I didn't have many viewers. I had like 2 or 3 people watching.
Yeah.
Shoutouts, by the way, to Meta Forever for being there for like almost all of these. Who's a moderator of mine, longtime friend.
Yeah.
But I took a break for the January of 2020. That was the year that I was gonna get back into streaming again. And for all of January, I decided to take a break. I'm like, I'm not gonna run any alright? But I'm gonna start in February 1st, I'm gonna do my first stream. We're gonna start streaming again. I'll try grind again, and this year we're gonna finally do it. The first day back, February 1st, 2020, an hour into the stream, I got a really good run going, and we just barely, by like 7 seconds, got world record in that game after 4 years of playing it. Nice. And I like lost my mind. I cried on stream. I was like, oh my god. So that was a crazy high. That's what hooked me on it, that like long journey. And then after that point, I was like, okay, I feel like I achieved what I wanted to do. I did some like other categories, but I did like the main any percent like run, which was the really, really hard one. But I did some other stuff, and then I was like, okay, I need to try other games now. And one game that came to mind was Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was like newer at the time, not like brand new. It came out like 4 years earlier, but it was a bit newer than other games. Yeah. Is Chronicles had come out in like, I think the early 2000s, like 2001 or something, or 1998. I think that version of the game came out. But Breath of the Wild came out, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn some skips for this, learn some tricks, and maybe I'll start running this. And I did that for about 2 weeks until a friend of mine came up to me, and he said, hey, I'm actually thinking of learning the Super Mario run. I might do like the 16-star category or something like that. And this was like in mid to late 2020, so just under 2 years ago. And he said it was interesting running it, just like a sort of passing comment. And I said, oh, wait a minute, hold on. That's actually a super cool speed game. I love watching people speedrun Super Mario 64. If you speedrun Super Mario 64, I'll do it with you, and then we can race each other. And so then we both started grinding it for a little bit, and he played it for like maybe 2 or 3 months and started getting like a little bit better times and whatever. But I got super hooked. Like a month in, I decided, all right, I'm buying a real N64. I'm buying the game. I had this game as a kid, but I'm gonna buy the US.
I've always wanted an N64. I used to have one as a kid, but I've never been able to find one.
It's super sick. I bought one from Japan and then like modified the controller. No, sorry, the cartridge slot so they could accept US games and Japanese games. So I bought one of those because it was kind of cheap, and I bought 2 copies of the game, a Japanese one and an English one, because certain categories are faster in Japanese and certain are faster in English. And then from there, I started streaming almost daily that game. I was just doing speedruns of Super Mario 64, and I still do that to this day. And my channel grew, I think, from back then. I think I had like 90 followers or something, and it grew all the way up to now in about a year and a half, from 90 followers to 1,700.
Nice.
And that's been mostly due to like putting effort into like I tried streaming almost every day. I was on like a 200 days plus streak before I got really sick like 3 weeks ago or something, and then I had to take like a series of breaks, and I thought I had COVID, but it was just the flu, I think. So
nah, you had COVID.
Well, the thing is, I live with roommates, and my 2 roommates both got sick, got tested, and both tested negative, and then I got sick as well, and I got tested, and I got a negative result as well. So our theory is that we all just got the flu or something. But who knows? Maybe there's still maybe a slim chance, but it felt like it was COVID.
COVID.
It felt like it, but maybe it's just, I don't know. Anyway, so that happened, but
yeah,
I've been sort of grinding that and doing stuff here and there. I met a lot of really, really wonderful people through the stream that I wouldn't have otherwise. I also briefly for a year did Ace Attorney speedrunning, which is
how is that game?
Yeah, that game is really fun. I grinded that and I got the world record for the first 3 games in all the main categories, which is all cases for the 3 games. In the first game, you can also do a version of it where it's just the first 4 original cases. And then I did individual runs for each of the cases on their own. And at the time, I managed to get the world record for every single one, which is like
nice.
17 world records or something. And those helped boost my channel, because the world records for those, a couple of those record videos on YouTube got like 23,000 views or something like that. So they got recommended a bit, and people found me through there. And that kind of boosted the Twitch channel a little bit, helped with YouTube a little bit, so a few people know me from there. But I've mainly been doing Mario sort of through that. I met my boyfriend through the stream as well. So it's put my life on an interesting trajectory. It was I kind of got really hard into it because when I don't know if you guys heard about what was going on in Australia, but we had like crazy strict lockdowns. Like,
that and your fucking fires.
Yeah, the fires too. We had like the fires as well.
Half your goddamn country was on fire.
That was a bit of an exaggeration, but there were massive bushfires in certain parts of the country. And when COVID was a thing, we had like, you had to be at home. You weren't allowed to go out after like, I don't know if it was like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or whatever, unless you had like a specific permit, which at the time I did. I used to work at a grocery store at night, so I had a special document that I would carry with me. I got stopped by the cops once, and I was asked like, oh, why are you out? And I had to show them the document showing that I worked. So I was doing that. But oh man, I met a lot of really, really wonderful people, lifelong friends and acquaintances and stuff that I'll cherish forever through the stream. I also it's hard to find other brony content creators who like get a little bit more traction on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. I feel like that's more rare nowadays.
That's what we're trying to bring that back. That's one of our goals, is to be, instead of being like a niche little thing that we are right now, we want to be a household, kind of like. We want to essentially be the... What is his name? He does the podcast. Joe Rogan. We want to be the Joe Rogan? We want to be the Joe Rogan of the MLP community.
Aha! I like that goal. Okay, I wish you good luck with that. I reckon it'll be good. If you have like interesting guests on and stuff, I think it'll make for an interesting show. I reckon you'll be able to do it. But yeah, that's like in summary my story.
Yeah. I've looked into it for a while, and we're kind of like the only ones who really are still doing this and getting into it really big. Like, there was a few people who did MLP podcasts, but no one does it like we do. Because
it's nice the way you have it set up.
We focus on the people of the community instead of like shows, and the show and the theory and all that stuff. We focus on people. I'm like, I think that makes for more evergreen content as well. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do let's talk about this episode, that episode, this season, that season. I feel like that gets really tired. We do that too, but we try to, like, we talk about theories and stuff like that because I'm I'm weird. Me and Alan are weird, and we have weird brains that worked on conspiracy theories.
Oh my goodness.
But
do you have how much of the show have you watched?
I've watched everything up till season. Well, I've actually watched everything up till season 9 because I refused to watch the last season.
Interesting. Okay.
I refuse to watch the last season because then I know for sure it's the end of the era.
Ah. I kept up to with it.
You scared the shit out of me and reacted to my shit.
I'm sorry. I just heart reacted to the thing.
Yeah,
you
I
sent me
saw
on
it and I
Twitter.
was like, oh my god. I was like, who the fuck is texting me? I told everyone that I'm busy right now. So, now that we're kind of okay. Let me ask some more actual podcast questions that, are more akin to what people are used to instead of talking about bestiality. This is gonna go down as one of the weirdest ones that we've had.
I'm glad. I'm honored to be on one of the weirdest ones.
Okay. How do you like doing what you do how do you like doing the speedruns? Like, do you like it and do you think you'll continue it?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. I think I wouldn't be able to stream if I wasn't doing speedruns. I actually, honestly, originally didn't start off wanting to do like content creation.
Mm-hmm.
I just started off streaming and stuff as a way to record the runs because you needed video proof usually. So I figured, okay, if I'm doing them live, then that's really good proof because you did them live, so they can see them on the Twitch channel, that stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so that like because I was doing that snowballed into like, oh, there's I can build a community around this.
We used to record all of the podcasts and stuff because I wanted to make them nice, but Alan was kind of like needs to be a little more genuine, and so we started live streaming, and then we were like, fuck it, we'll just live stream from now on. It's easier on me to set up, and it's easier for the you don't have to edit it. And you get to see you get to see the weird shit that happens, like me forgetting the audio halfway through.
Yeah, true. I'm glad we got that sorted though, but yeah. I like it a lot. I love speedrunning more than most things. So I would be doing that even if I wasn't streaming. It's just something that I really there's a sort of, it's kind of like meditation in a way. I did a lot of meditation back in like 2015 and 16, not as much anymore. Just because I just
drink.
Lazy.
That's how I deal with stress. I just drink.
But it's kind of like if there's any activities that put you in like a more zen state over time, or like kind of feel like they calm you or something like that. Yeah, it's a meditative sort of exercise. I feel like on a grander scale. So that's kind of why I like having that be part of my life.
All right, that's a good answer. That's a good podcast answer.
I'm glad.
Now,
we're here for the content.
Yeah, people aren't here for the fucking back and forth podcast. They're here for the weird shit.
The questionnaires. Well, I'm ready. I'm down. Hit me up with whatever interview questions you would like to hit me up with.
No, I'm talking like they're here for the fucking bestiality shit.
Oh, that too? Dude, we've got everything here. We've got podcast questions, we've got personal stories, we've got anecdotes, we've got bestiality.
It gives people a different taste to... This is me without Alan holding me back. This is just me doing whatever. Because this is me literally... All of this is literally spontaneous because I had no time to look you up. I had no time to do my research. I had no time to write questions down. I had no time to stalk your profile for like a week straight.
Yeah, true.
To prepare... to know what type of person you are. I just have the conversations you and me have had back and forth, and this.
Yeah, well, now's your chance to find out all those things and more through your questioning.
Personally, I don't really give a shit. We do the questionnaire, like, do you like this? I just kind of now do it for the personal, like, because I like seeing people. I like seeing people for people, not you have to, because like I understand with like big creators and stuff, you have to put it on a persona. Usually I have to put on a persona when Alan's around and behave. Quote behave, but fuck him, I behave all the time. You should see the live stream where I pissed him the fuck off. Oh, that was good.
That's an interesting note though about putting up personas. I think there's a scary thing about content creation. Now, personally for me, I don't have the ability to put on a persona. Like everything that I say or do on stream or here, anybody who knows me personally can vouch that I'm the same person I am on stream, that I am in interviews or whatever, that I am in person. I mean, you already know that because I'm talking about clopping on like a brain podcast. So I obviously don't have anything to hide.
You fit in well with us.
Yeah, 100%. But when
we were doing like the Forever P one, it was okay. Everybody behave. No swearing, no none of this. Halfway through, I ended up talking. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. Fuck you.
Yeah, thankfully I'm very small online, so I don't have to worry too much about it, like any sort of massive chaotic things happening. But
we're also
at the same time,
so that's the same kind of.
Yeah, there's a sort of level of freedom that comes with it. You don't have to worry about sponsors. You don't have to worry about like too much backlash. I am the sponsor.
My wallet is the sponsor. Actually, speaking of sponsors, we have merch now.
Yeah, go check it out. Where can the people find the merch?
You guys. I've been making posts about it on Twitter a lot, and the reason I'm not saying go look in the description, I haven't written the description yet. I don't ever write the description while I'm right before I record, do the live stream, because I don't know if we're gonna halfway go through and bring someone else in or some shit. Sometimes that happens.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, because then it jumps from 3 people to 4, then back to 3, then to 2. It goes really weird. And then it's so that way that way afterwards I have time to go look up everything I need for the description.
Yeah.
But then again, Alan's usually that's the one thing I put Alan in charge of, is I run everything else. He just is in charge of putting the description there.
Well, that's good. At least somebody's there doing that. Hard work.
Yeah, he's a lazy ass, so he barely does that. And then I have to go in.
Call out. Poor Alan.
Oh, Alan's not here, so he's getting called out a lot.
Oh my god, poor guy. He can't even fend for himself. What the hell?
He fends for himself. Sometimes, I've been wanting to do a solo one-on-one for so long, because sometimes it feels like he ends up taking control of the podcast, and it's like, oh, no, let's just get back to the roots.
Venting a little bit here, but yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad we're doing the one-on-one. It's fun.
I love doing one-on-one, because then, I get to ask the questions I want to. I'm like,
Yeah, you get to drive the cart.
Okay, who's your favorite MLP character? Who are your top 3?
Okay, top 3 is gonna be hard. My favorite by an absolute massive margin is Octavia. I've loved Octavia for so long.
Oh, you and me get along very, very, very well.
I love Octavia. I don't know how much you've seen of my stuff.
Okay. Have you heard University Days? Or read it? Please.
I've read it. I haven't heard the audiobooks, but I've read it.
Oh my god, thank you. Tell me, is that not the best fucking fanfiction ever?
It's really good. I don't know if it's the best Octavia fic, but it's pretty good. I like it a lot.
It is amazing.
My favorite.
I'll see if I can find the audiobook version, and I'll send it to you.
I think I have the audiobook one saved somewhere, because
there was one that was done by, and this name is gonna shock a lot of people because I haven't heard it in years, Astro Brony.
Right, I think that's the one I remember.
And there's another one. There's one that's done even better. I don't remember who did it, but they did it so incredibly well. Holy shit.
I'll have a look if I remember correctly. But yeah,
that was a really popular fic at the time. I'm just happy you know of one of my all-time favorite fanfictions.
That's cool. That's a good fic to have as a favorite. My personal favorite Octavia fic that had Octavia as a main character was Allegrezza, I think. But cool. University Days is super up there.
There's another one, and Lost Narrator but she read it. And it was...
Oh yeah, I like Lost Narrator a lot.
Oh, I love her bloopers.
I love the bloopers.
Eventually, I do want to meet her and have her on podcast, because she seems like she would fit in well with us.
I feel like she would be a really fun guest to have, yeah. She's down to earth and very funny.
I used to dislike Magpie, but I've gotten used to her over the years. And that's actually pretty true for a lot of creators, like Violet Pony. Oh, I used to I used to hate Violet Pony.
Really? Why?
I thought they were a lazy creator, and then
Wow,
and that was kind of before the whole I was accepting of the LGBTQ thing.
I see. Okay.
Now I'm like, because
Awakened.
unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately, but kind of unfortunately, the voice of Vinyl Scratch, No Whacking, had the same thing happen. And so I saw that first, and I guess that's kind of what threw me off first, was I had seen the transition that No Whacking it went through, because as a huge Vinyl fan, she was the voice of Vinyl. She was the voice of Vinyl Scratch.
You just missed his voice being gone.
Yeah, and she did amazing. But now that Lost Narrator does a pretty good Vinyl. Pretty good.
Yeah, I like Narrator a lot. I think No Whacking is still cool. I've seen his stuff recently, but I haven't kept up too much.
I haven't kept up since the transition. I'm sorry. I'm kind of ashamed to say that, but
I mean, look, if you're there for the Vinyl Scratch content, if he's distancing himself from that more so now because of other reasons, then that's fair, I think.
No Whacking. I'm talking about the transition of No Whacking used to be a girl.
Well, no, I know that, but No Whacking's a guy now.
Yeah, and
yeah, that's why
I'm
using,
talking about that transition is the one that I stepped away from. No Whacking, which, you know, as a human being, I've grown and I've come to accept people like that, and I have tons of. Actually, most of my friends now are trans. And so I'm more than completely accepting of those people now, and you know, I'm gonna be honest.
That's good.
I've done a lot of growing as a person.
That's good. Proud of you.
Yeah. And now I'm now I absolutely love Violet Pony. Like I said,
Violet Pony is a big artist that I really like.
The work that she does with Sylvia Hound, I grew up listening to Sylvia Hound.
Yeah, Silverhand does some really good stuff. I haven't listened to Silverhand in a while though.
No Whacking, the old No Whacking, was on Sound of the Summer.
I have to re-listen to some of these songs. I don't remember them too well.
You and me are gonna get along fine, and we'll just send you a fuck ton of shit.
You can send me some music. The Silverhound song that I liked the most way back was the Seventh Wonderbolt.
Silverhound even worked for Forever Free back in the day.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, a lot of the Brony music content creators who've been around since like the early days have done a lot of collabs.
They've done collabs. Have you ever heard of Scratch Ton?
I don't think so.
He is I don't know what the hell. I think it's a he now. I don't know.
You can say they if you're not sure. It's like a safe one.
They-ish. I don't know, because it's kind of, this whole community is now confusing. I say that at the
you can just say they if you don't know. It's a safe one.
They are an amazing EDM fucking producer.
Dude, I love EDM.
They did. You remember the Wubba Dub stuff from Vinyl? They did a lot of that.
Yeah.
They did a lot of that, and they made albums for Vinyl Scratch, and it was basically just fan music, but it is amazing.
There's some really, really good fan music out there.
Mm-hmm. Over the years, I used to be huge, and I actually used to do DJing and stuff like that.
Oh, so nice.
I have experience in that area, but my tastes have actually changed over the years. So it went from EDM to pony rap, which is actually pretty hard to find now. So I'm talking people like, I think it's it's AJ something. I can't remember his name. Shelby Shy, Yelling at Cats, or MC Twilight, same person.
Right.
Doodled is awesome. He works a lot with Under in Panic. Under in Panic actually is a pretty interesting rapper if you give him a chance to. Who else is really good at rapping? There's a few others, but now it's changed to more alternative rock and stuff like Prince Whatever, and his best friend Black and Blue. People like that. I've gotten more into that style of music. But it's good to go back and listen to the old stuff.
Yeah, for sure. The stuff that's evergreen, that's good even now to listen back to, especially if you haven't listened to it in a while. My personal favorite musicians in the fandom have always been, but this is just more sort of a personal music choice. I just like EDM music a lot. So I used to listen to a lot of Pinkie Pie Swear and So Great and Powerful, and now I listen to more of like Violet Pony stuff because Violet Pony stuff is a lot of like EDM
You
kind
would
of
like
music.
you would like Scratch. I'll send you their link. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
for
I
sure.
would
Hit
love
me
to
up.
have them.
I'm always down to see more music or listen to more music. I should say.
The person who I've been dreaming of having on the podcast forever, and I still want to. I keep asking them, and they're always busy, but you know that's who they are. Is Prince whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have him on so fucking badly.
Have you asked him?
I have actually once or twice. Because me and Forever Free were talking about it, and he's like, "Why don't you just ask him?" I'm like, "Because I'm shy and I'm nervous, and he's a hero and he's amazing." And
you just send him a message and see if he'll be down.
Me and him actually talk quite a bit, but
oh, there you go.
he's just busy a lot, and hopefully, I want to get a little bigger before. I want the channel and the podcast to get a little bigger before we have. I was gonna
actually,
say
here's my
like,
question. Yeah.
someone like him on, but we had Forever Free, which I never thought would happen. So who knows?
There you go. Yeah, you never know. You never know what you can get just by asking.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna ask you as a counter question. What are your goals for the podcast and the channel in terms of growth?
Like I said, I want us to be, in Brony terms, I like in the LP fandom, I want us to be a household name.
What does that mean in terms of numbers? In terms of like how many subscribers, concurrent watchers?
We don't care. Personally, I don't care about subscribers or anything like that. I never have. I just want us to. I'm there for the community, and that's it. I'm not there for myself. But in terms of a household name, the saying a household name is a very corporation type of thing, like McDonald's or fucking Walmart or something. Those are household names, you know. Everybody knows them. Knows what.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that if there's people in the MLP community, when people think podcast, they think you.
Yeah, that's what I want because honestly now we're kind of the only ones doing it. I would love if there are other people out there like doing this. I'd love to interview them and see how they have done it. You know, it's not necessarily a big monopoly on the podcast of, you know, podcasting in the My Little Pony fandom. I just want to be like, say, okay, so my original goal with this was, like I was telling you, is I want people to see that there's an actual person behind the creator. Like, it's not just some faceless person. I want them to see, hey, they're human too. They're you know, they're normal people. And that we did that really bigly. We did that really well with Forever Free. He's an amazing guy, and you know, showing that, yeah, they're huge, but they're still people too. There are some of those people who are assholes and cocky as motherfuckers, but you know, that's part of being famous.
You're gonna get a diverse range of personalities, yeah.
I will admit I've become a bit cocky with our growths, but then again, we're also really small.
Well, it's good to be passionate and believe in what you're doing.
I have people come up to me like, you know, here in the fandom in general, be like, "I love your stuff." I'm like, I don't know how to react to fans. How do I do this? The first time I ever got to meet my personal fans, and they're actually my, you know, we have that Discord server and everything. They're actually in there and all that. We were doing a live stream, and you know that little bar that's down kind of south of the map. We were just sitting there doing a live stream. Don't remember what it was for. I think it was maybe our Halloween or a Christmas live stream. I think it was for a Christmas live stream or something like that. And I got spotted. People love when I tell the story because it's, you know, I love telling the story too because I still
tell the story.
I still get amazed by, you know, people knowing me and knowing who I am and what I do. So we were just sitting there, you know, talking, doing the live stream, and these guys come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I love your stuff," and all that. I'm like, "Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to?" You know, because I'm like, I'm no one special personally. And they're like, so I was like, I didn't say anything to them because I'm like, I don't know if they're talking to me. So they got upset that I didn't say anything to them. And they started saying blazing and shit like that. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, and so started freaking out. Alan asking Alan, "What do I do? I don't know what the fuck to do. I've never had this happen before." Someone's car alarm is going off.
I can hear that coming from your microphone.
Wow, that's a really good microphone then. Yeah. So I just didn't know what to do, but they're amazing people, and they're actually probably watching right now. They always watch our stuff, but they're amazing people, and it was just a very surreal experience to me that we're to that level where we're getting people know us and know who we are. So we're actually making a difference. I wouldn't say we're making a difference. We're not a charity or an organization who tries to do that. So I'm just basically saying we're getting noticed. And so that was a big moment to me because shut your fucking car alarm off.
Well, at least I can't hear it on the microphone anymore, so hopefully it's not coming through on the stream.
I don't know, maybe. Who knows? We were having issues with audio earlier, so who fucking knows?
Ambient car alarm background noise.
Yes. I actually ripped out the fucking the circuit for the horn fuse in my truck, so it wouldn't come off.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
But, yeah, so it was just very surreal to me, because it wasn't even humbling, because I was like, I guess it was kind of humbling to a point, but I just didn't know how to react. I was like, I'm very out of my comfort zone. What the hell do I do?
That's cool. That's cool to hear.
And so, like, people start following me on Twitter and shit, and they're like, hey, I've watched your stuff. I'm like, people still watch me? I'm like, people actually watch me? What the fuck? It's that mentality of coming from a small, like, you've probably seen, coming from that small, like, almost nothing, to people knowing who you are and recognizing you. And, actually
the community build-up, it's good.
Yeah, and actually, reaching out and shit. So it's very, like, you probably experienced. It's really weird that first time.
It feels nice to know that, like, your hard work is being recognized, and there's people out there who appreciate it. I feel like that's a nice sort of
Oh, it was just
like it's getting like your hard work is getting validated.
I didn't know what to think. I still ask them. I'm like, why do you like my shit? I'm like, we have technical difficulties every stream. I usually say some stuff that should get me in trouble, but doesn't.
Not yet. We're here to balance it out. I feel like I gave a pretty grounded response to the bestiality stuff that came up earlier. So we're in cool water now.
Yeah, it's just really weird to me because I've always come from that you're a nobody, nobody's gonna ever fucking know who you are mentality. Both from my parents and from the child, like growing up in my neighborhood and shit, my childhood. So it's always weird because I've actually got noticed in a local grocery store.
You got noticed in a grocery store? Damn, okay.
And it was really fucking weird. Because every time
that's pretty hype.
I'm one of those people who likes to listen to music when they go grocery shopping, and I'm an asshole, so I don't even put fucking headphones in.
Oh no! Oh my god, you are the worst kind of person.
I know. But it was funny. It was funny because I was wearing my MLP hat. If you don't know, from back in the day, I have this MLP flat bill hat that has like almost the entire, almost a lot of the main characters and stuff on it.
Yeah, cool.
And I was wearing that, and I was actually listening to Prince Whatever at the time, and wearing, I think, one of my MLP shirts too. And I was just getting groceries and stuff, and this person's like, "Are you listening to Prince Whatever?" I'm like, and like I didn't think they were talking to me because that's how I'm going about my day. And I realized what they said. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm actually really good friends with him." They're like, "Oh really? You are?" I'm like, "Yeah, we talk every once in a while. We're pretty good friends." And they're like, "Oh yeah, wait, I recognize you. You're fucking, the guy from the podcast." I'm like, "Yes, I am."
Nice.
And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's me."
Well,
Like,
yeah,
it's
that's
a very
pretty cool.
like I don't mean for it to be awkward, but it just turns into a really awkward thing because I don't know how to handle that situation. It's not like I have a bodyguard or any of that shit to go with me because.
Yeah, I imagine getting spotted in public would be an interesting, unique
weird.
experience.
It's weird.
I can't say I know what that feels like, obviously.
I've also been
that's a rarity.
I've also been spotted in the clinic when I fucking nearly sliced the fuck out of my finger because I thought okay. So a little while ago,
God damn.
I was cleaning out my house because of my old roommates, and we had garbage bags full of just random shit that we were throwing into a dumpster, and somehow a knife popped through and cut the fucking my index finger super deep. And being that, it's a knife sticking out of a trash bag, you don't know what the hell's gonna be on that knife. So I was like, okay, I gotta go treat this real quick before, I get tetanus or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had literally ran inside, cleaned it up. I have experience in wounds and stuff because I used to do lots of survival stuff, which is another thing people don't know about me is I'm an avid survivalist. I like to go out and just survive off the wild and shit.
Mm.
Basically, think of extreme camping.
Extreme camping.
Like
Camp
Naked
next.
Enough. You have weird TV shows out there, right? Like
Probably. I don't watch much
Naked,
TV personally.
Naked and Afraid and shit like that.
Right.
If you've ever seen that show, but basically,
I haven't, but I can imagine it. Yeah.
So from that experience, I was like, okay, I gotta go treat this real quick. And while I was going to, because I didn't know if I was caught up on my doctor shots or if I needed stitches or what. So I went to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was in the waiting room, my finger still gushing blood.
Jesus Christ.
I get noticed. And I'm like, shit.
What a time to get noticed.
I'm like, hi. I'm currently trying to bleed out right now. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm currently trying to bleed out.
Dude, these paparazzi just not leaving you alone. God damn.
Oh, it's fun. I don't mind it personally. Like, because I'm the type of person where I'll stop and have a conversation with you. Like, even
That's
if
nice of you.
Even if I'm busy, I will stop and have a conversation.
Oh, by the way, speaking of being busy, I see an Alan in the chat. Alan the Conquest.
Wait. What chat?
In the YouTube chat.
Oh my god, my stuff has been, not updated.
Oh, has your YouTube chat been frozen?
Oh.
Alan just
Hi,
noticed that.
Alan.
The man of the minute.
Hi, Alan.
The aforementioned mysterious Alan.
Hi, Alan. Man, I was
Alan says, "Yo, Blaze, something came up, but I'm home now, so pick up Blaze, question mark. You called? I'm getting on." Looks like your co-host may make it to the party after all.
Oh dear
Let's go.
God, we were having so much fun without him.
Do you think he's gonna reel it in too much?
Dear God.
Quick, now is your time to ask all your raunchy questions. Go before he comes on. Right? This is the...
What's the mare or whatever stallion, whatever the fuck you're into? Who do you jerk off to the most?
Who do I jerk off to the most? Anyone with a massive cock.
What?
I'm super into any of the the Fuda stuff.
Ah, same. I love Fuda.
That's my uber omega kink. Anything in that tag, I'm down for. I don't care too much about the character itself. I'm just jerking off if it's just
You
good
just
art.
like them titties and cock.
I'm not much of a tits guy personally, but I like ass. Good ass.
Oh,
good
I'm
cock.
an ass guy too.
I'm down. There we go. We vibe. But yeah, I don't know. There's more so there's artists that I like rather than specific characters. Like there'll be artists who draw really good art.
That I'll send you later.
Sure.
I'm trying to
My
prolong
horse
this so
porn
Alan
dealer.
doesn't come on the fucking thing.
There's a few that I really like. I forget the names of everybody, but I think there's a 3D artist called Clopishan, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Who's really really good. There's I like Alcor.
I don't think I've seen them, but yeah.
I forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite porn site to use?
I only use Derpy Burry, dude.
I don't.
Technically also
switched-
Patreon.
You should be proud of me. I switched from Pornhub to E621.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a good site too, actually.
There's lots on there.
Yeah, you get a very good variety, especially if you're just into furry stuff in general. You can get a lot of good stuff there. You can find a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of artists that post a lot more, or like extras on places like
Oh
Patreon
dear
and stuff.
lord,
There's a few
Alan
people
has tried 7 times to reach out to me.
Oh no, you've ignored your poor co-host.
I didn't know he was on!
How could you?
It's not my fault. It's his fault.
Alan, how could he do this to you?
Don't take his side.
Alan, I'm here to defend you, alright?
Fuck you.
from this bullying that's happening in real time.
Fuck you. Now I gotta find you.
Mm-hmm. And then what? Are you flirting with me? Oh my god.
What? No.
I have a boyfriend, you know that. Oh my
Fuck
god.
you! Oh. I'm just dumb.
Mhm.
Am I dumb? Okay.
Where are you?
I
That makes the two of us.
don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm good. There we go. There we go. Alan's being a bitch. He wanted to come on so fucking badly.
Tisk tisk.
He wanted to come on so fucking badly, and when I barely noticed him, then he's got. Okay, well, suck it, Alan. I'm not sorry. I reached out to you. I know you're part. Oh shit, he's on.
Alan! I've heard so much about you.
I watched immediately.
I
Switching
said,
to
I said nothing but good things about you.
Uh-huh. Sure you have. Anyway, I had an emergency. A friend of mine got hit by a fucking car, mind
Holy
you.
moly.
Yeah, and I had to go to the hospital for this, man. And it happened midstream while I was with my buddy Slug and Lemon. And those guys we were midstream. We were 3 hours in. And as soon as that happened, I got a notification on my phone that said, "Hey, man, Joey got hit by a car." And I was like, "Oh, shit." Got off immediately and had to go.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
that was not fun.
Well, Alan,
at
it's nice
least
to meet you.
At least he's at the hospital and. should
Yeah,
hopefully
he's
be okay.
getting treated. He shattered his ankle and his knee.
It's okay.
Oh
I'll
my
tell
God.
you some other stuff off stream that happened.
Yeah.
That's intense.
I'm here. I'm here now.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I-
messaged me when that happened too. Like you called me when that happened, and I was like, I can't really pick up at the time. Well, actually, no. I messaged you 3 minutes after. I just noticed that. I thought you
Yeah, to
called
be
me
fair,
during that.
me and Kadae,
That's me. Wow.
we were getting set up and we had like, don't watch the first half of the stream. There's no.
The first like
audio for
20
this
minutes,
side.
I think I don't have audio for some reason on the recording.
it was. I haven't done this in a while.
Fair. You have it. What have you been, bud? You haven't even. I've contacted you a few times and you
I've
wouldn't go on a
been
call. What's
busy
been up with you?
I've been busy with.
Ooh, is there tea that we're spilling right now? Oh, I'm here for this.
I've been busy with some PMC stuff.
Oh, that's fine, man. Hey, can you invite me to the party or some shit?
Yeah, let me. Okay, let's. We're pretty much done with the fucking interview.
I
Well, we can
know,
do. We
but,
can do a. I
got to ask raunchy questions and talk about bestiality.
Have you asked him normal questions?
Yes, we also
At the
asked
very
normal
least?
questions.
I don't know if we have.
Yes,
Alan, now
I
that you're
asked
here,
you normal
alright?
questions.
Yeah.
I'm here for you to ask
never,
some.
you never notified me on what time we're gonna do a podcast.
I
You
didn't
never
know
told
we were
me
doing
what
it
day.
today either. I just got thrown
You
into
could've-
this.
You could have messaged me earlier that day then and said today and said, hey, there's a podcast gonna happen. You gonna be around
I know
this time?
Blaze.
and so
What the
forth?"
hell? Oh my god! What the hell, man?
He's
How could
not
you
very
do
good
this
at
to Alan?
scheduling. Usually, I'm the one that has to do
Let's-
shit
let's
like
go.
that.
Okay. Well, no. Okay. So what happened was our little buddy here was like, I was just getting everything ready because I was planning on doing it like this week or next week.
Yeah.
Where did you go, Caddy? Caddy?
I'm here. I'm yellow. I'm very easy to spot.
Are you? I'm at the.
I'm on the pier. I'm like right below the.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna go to.
I forgot to invite asshole.
Oh, hey, there you are.
I'm all the way to the left.
I forgot asshole.
I see
Oh
you.
no! I see you. I will add you.
Yeah.
Yay!
I forgot to add.
All right, now the real podcast begins. All right,
Now-
everybody,
now-
this is the pre-show. I hope you all enjoyed. Welcome to episode 11.
Oh, hold on. I've been testing this voice. Welcome to the Broody Down the Street podcast, your number one spot for metal. I'm gonna try that once Lauterstein comes on.
I reckon you'll appreciate that, yeah.
Welcome to the internet, everyone, where we have
Welcome to me
shots
being back
and top
after.
shots. I am your co-host Alan, and then that's your main host Blaze, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about some random shit. Cause why
We
not?
talked about bestiality for a while, and if it was.
My question to you is: I never got to know who this man is. So who are you?
He's a content creator. He's actually really good, big fan of the thing.
I've
Yes.
created at least one content.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself a little bit, because
He's
I
a
didn't get to know about
homosexual.
anything.
Alan.
I am not a homosexual. I'm just in a gay relationship right now.
Homosexual.
I'm all the sexuals, alright? I'm a pansexual. I love everybody.
That and he's
But-
older than me, so he's an older sexual.
An older sexual. Wouldn't that imply that I'm
Question.
into older people?
Actually, yes.
It's okay. To be fair, I'm into milfs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my
But no,
friend's
okay,
group. Never
so-
mind.
My little introduction that I gave at the beginning of this podcast, which is I don't know if this is now the beginning of the this is the
No,
podcast
this is-
after
this is-
story. This is the DLC. This is the real podcast happening now. Who knows?
No, this is
Um,
this is
How long
the-
question? How long have you been streaming? Actually.
a while.
I've been
Really?
consistently streaming for only about
You called
just
me
over
at
a year and a half.
7:16. Oh God, have you been streaming for a few hours?
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
you're.
you were asking me?
We see the thing is me and him are very similar, and we get off topic very.
Just so you know, your stream stopped. If you've done that on purpose.
Mine?
Yep.
It's still going on my side.
It is also still going on my side. Yeah.
Weird. On my side, it, like completely stopped.
Oh.
It's not even live anymore.
Really? It's still going for me. I just have the
Hold on.
podcast in the bottom left still
Did it
going though.
Okay, did it stop on like when I was looking at my friends on Ponytown?
I don't think so. Yeah, it stopped. It stopped like right before you got back on Ponytown on my side.
Oh well, it stopped.
Maybe try refresh, Alan. It's still going on my end.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I should have my different OCs and shit up.
Yeah, okay,
Also, we-
yeah. It's going now. It's going now.
Chat information as well.
I had to research it back up.
Okay, hold on. It's
Blaze is stalling, secretly not wanting to invite Alan to the party.
Shut
How much
up!
longer will he be
I
able to
did
keep silent?
not. You shush. He doesn't
Can
need
you
to
do
know.
it? You know, get
doesn't
me
need to
on
know.
here, motherfucker.
He doesn't even know that I didn't want him here.
I already know.
Fuck you.
What are you seeing?
Dude.
Are you trying to search for it? You can just. I think you can just click on Alan and then on the
I'll
little
click on Alan.
left-hand side menu,
Click on Alan.
invite him to party.
Yeah, you could just click on me. That's it. That's the easiest way. To,
This poor man is half trying to interview me here on the pier, where it's windy and kind of cold. All right,
There's
we
lots
need
of
to go
assholes.
back to the studio.
Oh. There's an anon.
Yeah, I'm invited to the party.
There's an anon.
Nice. All right.
Alan, there's an anon.
Hello. And then there's also a rainbow.
Yes. And she's in socks. So, instant swoon.
Man of simple taste.
Hey,
respect
when
it,
your
though.
first love is Rainbow Dash, you kind of tend to swoon over her.
Okay, wait, hold on. So now that both of the hosts are here, am I sitting on just one side of this microphone, and you guys are sitting on the other
I
side, or
don't
where?
know.
How does this work?
Ask Alan. He's smart. I was just having
Okay.
games. I enjoy
So
it.
we had it originally where they will just sit like up front so they see their character and everything as well.
Oh,
And,
I see. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm just like,
Like in the middle
this
or
over here.
whatnot, and then that's where we sit because it looks like there's mics right here.
I see.
Actually,
Okay, so
if you
hello.
want, I took off my podcast outfit. So
Oh really?
This is,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
the normal outfit where people notice.
He's not even dressed for the podcast, Alan. He's
I
not
was
taking
dressed
his
for the
job seriously.
podcast the entire time. Actually, except for those 2 times that I was trying to swoon you.
Except for all the times that he wasn't dressed.
Except for all those times where I was trying to, how do I put this?
If you're gonna go in normal outfit, okay.
Uh,
I have a cookie on my head.
what's
From last
that
time.
saying? I was trying to seduce you. Yes, that's the right one.
I admire your attempts. It's flattering. I'm flattered. But alright, episode 11, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm here as a
Welcome to
guest.
weird shit.
Okay, so what question? Like I know we're gonna probably have to ask that later, but like, I'm probably gonna ask a few questions of my own.
Go for it.
Do you have like a favorite game that you play, or a game that you
Yes.
play on
does.
a lot of occasions? Really? What might that
I
be?
do. I have a game that I speedrun right now pretty consistently. It's about a third of everything that I stream. I play a lot of Super Mario 64. Like a
That's a-
ridiculous amount of that.
That's a pretty good game to try and speedrun.
Oh yeah, it feels really good. My monkey brain likes pressing the buttons, so having the game built around that and speedrunning it feels really, really satisfying.
Fair.
Monkey brain. Oh, speaking.
I
of
had a
monkey,
game that was kind of weird trying to speedrun. I speedrun it once, and I got
Mhm.
pretty fast, and it was the third Mass Effect game.
Ah, I like that one.
That's an
I
interesting
forget,
game to
is there
speedrun.
titty in
Okay.
that one, or is there not titty in that one?
They are kind of hard to speedrun, the Mass Effect games in general, because they take a while to beat,
Mhm.
especially if you try to go the correct route.
How long is like what category were you running? Was it just any percent?
I was going for the true ending, and to get the true ending, you need to get 100% on the spaceships and 100% on every single facility, and then convince the guy at the child at the end to not blow anyone up or anything,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I
he'll
see,
just
okay.
shut down the Reapers, which is actually how you're supposed to do it.
So
Yeah, I
how
haven't
long did
played
that
that game
speedrun
forever.
last?
4 hours, I think. About 4 hours.
4 hours is pretty chunky. Yeah, that's a long run. That's a marathon at that point.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you're expected to play the game for at least 10 plus hours.
Yeah, I mean speedruns will generally be like that. It'll be far shorter than like the expected playtime. But no, it's
Yeah.
cool. I respect that.
The one thing that gave me trouble was the parkour parts.
Alan. I forget, is there titty in that game? Is there titty?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Titty.
Yeah. Especially with your character if you go with female shepherd.
Titty. Actually, when I played, I went with man.
I go with male shepherd because of the simple fact that that's how the game originally played. You played as male shepherd,
I can't
and
remember.
like that's the he's the canon character.
I think I did both.
Mm.
Anyway, I got a few more questions.
Hit me.
What
In the
side of the
face.
world?
You eating?
What side of the world you live in? Yeah, I'm eating some pizza. I got it on the way home.
So I live
lives
in
Australia.
all
He lives
On
in
the other side of the
upside-down
rock,
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
He lives in
I
upside
live
down.
in
world.
Australia. I've been living here for my whole life, but my
So you live in the
language-
world in the down under.
No, he
In-
lives in upside down world.
Exactly.
Oh, you want to live in the upside down world, see?
Is that what accent that is? I mean, an Australian accent.
No, I was just doing a random accent. I don't know which
Oh,
one
okay.
it was.
I was gonna say that is even worse than Blaze's accent, which would be.
Oi, mate! You want to go down to the down under and touch all the kangaroos and then all these
I
spots?
know. I've told him 1,000 times that his accent sucks ass, and he won't listen. I'm glad an Australian knows
Oi, mate!
how bad it is.
Oi, mate!
It sounds
You wanna
like
go down
an
and smoke a little
impression
bit
of a
weed?
British person doing an impression of an Australian.
Oi, mate!
I know, right? It
Oi,
sounds
mate!
so
You don't know what
bad.
you're saying. You don't know what you're saying, mate.
Australians sound more like English speakers than most people think.
You don't know what you're saying, mate.
Probably. It probably depends on what part of the country.
I'm gonna take him down
you
to the
cover as
pub
well.
and- after I take him down
Most
to the pub,
most
I'm
of
gonna go
the
down to
people
pub
I
shop.
know I know a few people from Australia, and
Mhm.
every one of them have like a slight accent that's kind of noticeable, but it's mostly like you can hear the English speaking part
Well,
a lot better
You don't know what you're
than
saying.
the accent.
You don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, there's certain words that it comes out more in, I think, yeah. But there's certain tells. Like I think O's are a big one. People say
O's.
no.
You
In
big
Australia. Like a
O's.
certain way of saying it. Do your impression sounds really British to me. Like it doesn't sound Australian at all.
It really is. It's so bad.
Pip pip cheerio.
You should hear him try to do his French impression.
I don't have a French
my goodness.
impression. Bonjour.
There it is.
Would you like to go take off your lady's prison?
This is like a Simpsons character.
He does sound like a Simpsons character. He also sounds like a fucking Family Guy character in the background.
A little bit. I respect the commitment to the accent though, as corny as it is.
Yep.
I'm bored.
Are you bored already? How could you be bored? Your pal, your co-host is now here. Alan, it's a pleasure to be here.
I know, that's
It's
why
your
I'm
presence,
bored.
right? I want to let you know that I'm appreciative of my presence here.
I
It's nice to be here
am
on the show.
his balance. I am his balance. That is literally my curse.
The antithesis.
We're
to Blaze.
I am the calm variation of his man. Sometimes.
You don't know what you speak of.
It's good.
Okay.
He definitely is chaotic.
So, is this your OC that we're seeing right now? Like your
Yeah.
main OC? Yeah.
She's my
Cool.
persona, so I've been. It's a bit weird. She's meant to be my Sona, so she's meant to be me, even though I use she/her pronouns for her, even though she's just meant to be myself. But I came up with her back in 2011, and then
we never
finalized
told-
this design.
He doesn't know the backstory of Blaze, does he?
There's a
That's
Blaze
fine.
backstory.
Oh.
I mean, there's a my character backstory too, but like it's not as interesting as his.
Okay, let's hear your. I want to hear both of your character
Well,
backstories in the
this
case.
is technically the original version of Blaze, because
Cute.
she was a female originally.
Mm-hmm.
She was originally based off of Rainbow Dash, but like there was this big. We were trying to figure out this big long like fucking actual story arc and shit, and we just said fuck it. So the baseline is something related to Rainbow Dash, something Gun Pony, because in all my pictures, Blaze is always, even though she's a Pegasus, technically she is a Pegasus. She's always on the ground, so it's kind of like a Scootaloo story.
Mm-hmm.
But so originally, Blaze was a she. People never drew Blaze as a she.
Mm-hmm.
They always
And-
accidentally drew her as a he, and so we have Standard Blaze, which is
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
the normal one.
Was it like fan art or commissioners who were drawing her that way?
Old girlfriends
Or
and
him that way.
shit, friends.
I see.
And I probably did that because they knew you as a guy. And then
Yeah,
boom.
but I had a female OC because that was
Yeah,
that
but they
weird
didn't know that.
that was before. That was like 2014, 2015. So this is
A while
normal
back now,
Blaze.
yeah.
But to pay homage to female Blaze, but also keeping, the public view of Blaze, idolized,
Femboy Blaze
kind of
was
the
made.
same.
Mm.
Is we have Femboy Blaze,
Yep.
Nice.
the
cute.
one that Alan he doesn't hate, he thinks is annoying.
It is kind of annoying sometimes, especially you should see him during those times. It's a little funny. It's funny and annoying at the same time.
And
Okay.
then
I love
well,
femboys.
we have lots of different, because Alan was like,
To be fair, you're gay. I'm straight.
I'm not gay, you ass. I'm bisexual.
I'm talking about him.
Oh,
I'm talking about him, not
me.
you.
I'm used to him calling me gay, so
My look.
Actually-
I
actually, just for calling him gay without his permission.
without my permission, I feel so violated right now. Is that a bearded version of your pony?
It's known as pedophile Blaze.
Oh my god.
No. No.
It's creepy
No.
ways, and I used to do a voice for it and everything. Let's see if I can still
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
No.
Alan.
No.
Alan.
You can't do it anymore. I'm glad you can't
my,
do it. No
my
more.
voice has changed. I don't know if you've noticed it, but my voice tweaked slightly.
That's because you're growing up, bud. Fun
Fuck
fact,
you! I'm an adult! I'm an adult!
No. The reason I say that is because like some people think your voice changes when you hit puberty.
My voice has
It
changed about
does,
3
but
different
it also
times.
does it again. It does it like an alteration over the years. Actually, it doesn't just do it during
That
puberty.
and I'm stuffed up like no other.
And mostly
Alright.
it's like you're in your early 16s and your early teen years. Then it goes like as soon as you hit your 20s, and then sometimes it'll hit your 30s again. Once you hit your 30s,
So,
it'll
like,
hit again.
I used to catch my voice and do it, but now I can't really do it.
That's fine.
Probably for the best.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about
Aw,
this
I can't do it.
character.
I can't fucking do it, and it irritates me because I used to creep the shit out of him with it.
He did. He chased me with it a few times.
Oh, and then we also considered it the Irish creep, which is funny because I used to do an Irish accent with it too.
Look, I'm a cat. I'm just peeking over.
Oh, you're just
down there.
peeping over. You're adorable.
I'm a cat.
Oh
Also,
my
if you don't
god!
mind me-
Speaking
if you
of
don't
cat,
mind my asking, Alan,
Yeah.
how old are you?
he's 23.
I am 23.
Oh, you're both younger than I am. That's weird.
I may be younger than you, but I think I have more experience when it comes to the world a little bit. But the reason for that is I say that I'll explain that a little bit later.
Yeah, he has a weird life, and it gets weird, and it gets really weird, and then it goes back to just weird.
And then it just goes to normal.
Hey, Alan.
Because nowadays I have my own
Speaking of
house and
cat,
everything.
speaking of cat, Alan.
Meow. But okay,
Your cat
so he
character.
explained his character's OC backstory. Mine is actually a little bit more complicated, I'd say.
His is stupid complicated.
Yeah, my character, I've stuck with it since I've ever played video games, and that's been a long while. And he originally was an elf from World of Warcraft, and
Ooh.
I played as a high elf, but I made my character kind of so pale that everybody mistaked me for. Have you ever heard of a sun elf?
I'm not sure. But I
They're
have
the
played a lot of
polar
WoW.
opposites to a moon elf, and a moon elf is usually fully dark in color, while
Right.
as a
In
sun
the
elf
words of
is
Justin,
fully
it's
white.
black.
Yeah.
Black.
And I'm a sun elf, and a sun elf worships the goddess of the sun, and they're usually fully pale white to represent the sun. So
White supremacy.
what makes it? Shut up, you fucking Nazi!
Don't make me do it. You almost got me to.
Okay, so when that I played that character, I played as that character, and he has a certain name. My character's names have been changed over the years, but they've kept the same outlook, where they're pale and they'll have red-esque hair, and that's like what I stuck with for a long time. I did that. I still do that on every single game I play, where I'll have like a pale character with red hair, and so then. Like I kept that idea and met it with my OC because I haven't been in this fandom for about a few years and that's it. I stuck with that idea, but I changed it up a little bit with the hair. So you can't see it on this model, but if I show you my
very
picture
Dragon
of my
Ball
character.
Z-esque with it.
So you know how well I kind of went royal-esque with it, kind of. So this character. He's based around my old character, but like a lot of my old characters. But he is made, not born like the rest of the rest of the OCs or characters.
Ooh, okay.
So because of that, the Draconicus part, I created that because of consistency reasons, and also because it's a title. Really, the Draconicus is just a title. And the reason that's a title is because my character has a true form where he's mixed with all different types of races.
He's a changeling, and it's really fucking complicated.
Yeah.
Also, I have
Well,
a
speaking
plate.
of, I have that for him.
I have a plate.
That's cool. Okay. Oh, interesting character backstory. It's fun learning about them.
I have a plate.
Yeah. So let's what made it interesting with the hair, because I was about to talk about that. My character's hair is actually based on off the Crimson Cosmos. If you've ever seen that in through like pictures and stuff, it's fully red. It's a fully red cosmos with like red colored stars, and it's because of a red dwarf in that in that galaxy. And there's like more than one right there. And that's why it's called the Red Cosmos. And I based that on my hair. And it usually has sparkles, but I don't have no sparkles on my hair.
Alan,
That's super cool.
Not to interrupt or anything, but guess what I just found?
You eating a plate?
No. No.
Munching away.
No, I found this.
Oh God.
What is this? What's this backstory? There's a new character.
This is my very politically incorrect.
Politically incorrect character that could get us banned. Please don't.
Oh my God, are we gonna get canceled by being on this podcast?
We could actually. don't do that right on stream. But we don't need to do that. Yeah.
The legitimate Borean Alan's voice.
But Alan,
yeah, legit. I do not want to get.
Click on the character and read the name of it.
Yeah.
Joke OC. Okay.
Look, read the name.
I like paint.
We'll explain it after the live stream.
Yeah, we'll explain it after. It's a little
It's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke.
Should I be scared? I'm scared now.
You should be scared.
You should be scared.
I'm worried.
Okay.
I mean, paint is great for painting things.
No, that's not what I mean.
I have a feeling it's not related to regular paint.
Oh no, it's not related to regular paint.
Only word.
Anyway.
That one gets me in trouble.
Okay,
it does. It does.
I'm worried to think what could possibly go down, but maybe I'll find out after the live portion of the podcast is over. Who knows?
And then we'll have the little after podcast get together where we just hang out for a little bit.
The after podcast orgy. I'm down. I'm in.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck? The fuck? That caught me so off guard.
Are we gonna include your boyfriend in this?
Of course. You were invited.
Okay. Question. So you asked about my OC. I do have this one. He's my main OC, but I have like 12 other characters I made for a story.
Weird and does weird things.
It was for a story reason, and it was because I made a book. It's not that long and anything like that, but I made 12 OCs, and they were based around the Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Gemini, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What were you talking about? I'm going through the live chat. What were you saying about me?
I haven't really said anything. When he asked, he's like, I'm defending you, and I says, sometimes I have no clue sometimes with him.
Oh, speaking of your friend Meta Forever, guess who just fucking popped in?
Hey, there he is. Yeah, he's in the chat now.
Hello, random person who other random persons know.
Hello, Meta Forever. My long time. Big shout outs to Meta Forever. He's been a moderator on my Twitch channel since 2018, I want to say, and he's been around for an extremely long time. Massive support of the channel.
Well, good on you. You support people. That's good.
You go show love to the people who've helped, get you to where you are. I think it's important.
My question to you is, do you have a favorite TV show?
My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
I mean, okay,
yeah, that's ours.
It's a hard question to answer, and I could answer it in a number of different ways. I could answer it in I could say, okay, it's My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic because of the community and the content of the fan fiction. Even though the reality is that I haven't actually watched
the porn. Don't forget.
You haven't watched the show, but you love the community itself.
Well, I've watched the show up to halfway through season 6, and I'm kind of having trouble finishing it. I watched it. I got into the fandom in 2011, and at that time,
me and him, we were talking. And we actually kind of found out we got in around the same time.
Yeah, it's really? Time it seems. When I got into the show, season 1 had already finished airing, and the first 2 episodes. Yeah, the first 2 episodes of season 2 had aired, and season 2 was airing at that time. So I was watching it live for a while, and I kept up to date with it all the way to season 3, and then Twilight went through her transformation and got wings, and I was on the side of people who got really annoyed at that, so I stopped keeping up with the show from that point onwards, and I was just reading fanfics. And then I went back like a year or 2 years or 3 years later or something, and I was like, okay, I'll catch up with it. And I watched up to what was the most recent stuff at that point, which was just the rest of season 3 and season 4. And after I did that, season 5 was starting to air. So I watched a few of those episodes live and then kind of fell off again and wasn't really keeping up to date with it. And then I went back and finished season 5, and then for years I didn't watch any more of that until really recently.
Yeah. My question to you is, who's your favorite character?
Easily by a massive long shot, it's Octavia.
Oh my god. Okay. My favorite is Lyra because of that one meme. Yeah. But my favorite reason for it is because of all the fan fiction she has.
100%. There's so many. Lyra has a lot of really good ones.
Yeah, and there are a lot really cool too. Some of them are really interesting. My favorite one, I read it just recently because it came out recently, and it's about Lyra being an archaeologist and discovering a human who lives forever. Who lives forever he's in a spaceship kind of thing.
Hands.
Okay, interesting.
And he's from the super futuristic humans.
Hands. She found hands.
My favorite Lyra.
We all know
fic,
that Lyra does other things with those hands.
I think my favorite Lyra fic is probably Background Pony. I read that all the way through.
Oh, that was good
really,
too.
really good.
That was good too.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And there was another one that she was in that was more of a Bonbon fic, but that I liked really, really quite a lot as well. What was the name of it?
Oh god, I know one that was a Bonbon fic, but they had another variation of it. It was a Lyra fic, and it actually was really cool because they had like two.
Yeah, this fic. It's called Mendacity. This is one of my all-time favorites.
Why the fuck is it? Okay, I have a question. Why the fuck is it as soon as you come on, our fucking people jump like 2 times by like twice as much?
What can we say? We're all Alan fans. That's what we're here for.
Fuck
truly.
you
We're
guys.
here for Alan.
Fuck you guys.
Well, the reason for that, I think, the reason I think for that is because I also have a fan base, and when I pop on, they usually follow me everywhere.
Fuck you.
Alan fans, rise up. Let's go. I'm pulling out my Alan shirt. I'm wearing it right now. You can't see.
Actually, speaking of, we now have merchandise.
Hey,
Yeah.
what a transition.
Yeah, you want to go ahead?
And
Go to the link
I
in the
made
description to get some merchandise.
and our lovely head of merchandise, Leafy, is out camping right now. But in the meantime, I've done some work. Because I built the account and all that and gave her permission, whatever, boring shit. And we have some pretty
keychains.
nice looking art. If you guys love the classic Brony Down the Street podcast logo with me and Alan and the half and half YouTube symbol and the Twitter logo, that's now selling. And holy shit, some of that stuff actually looks really good. There's something I'm planning on buying Alan for his birthday. There's something that I'm planning on buying Alan for his birthday because he is, quote, a renowned and very refined chef of the most excellence, and he doesn't fucking shut up about it.
To be fair, I love my work, and I am a job.
For him specifically, we made a BSTP with our classic logo apron.
Oh, that is actually kind of cool. Not gonna lie, I actually didn't get to see that.
There's some other stuff that you should go check out. All of our cutie marks are on there right now. We're working on getting some other art there, but you should go check it out. Link to the merchandise is on my Twitter. You can go find that real easy. And if you guys have any suggestions for what you would like to see, hit me up.
Hit him up.
Yeah.
HMU, my bro. HMU. Hit me up.
On the cutie keychains, the cutie mark that is used for me and Blaze is, I think, the old variations. So if you want the new variations, let us know, and we'll go ahead and have a second set
There's
created.
also pins and stuff, and I did upload my Blazing Beats Entertainment logo too.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the
I
cutie
will-
keychains, they have like the old variations of our cutie marks.
Oh, do we still have that shit?
Yeah, we do.
Did we ever like buy that? Was that off the old merchant or was that the new merch?
I think like the only thing I noticed on the merch store was the cutie keychains on your
Oh,
description.
that's the old merch. We're talking about Red Bull.
Yeah, it's on Redbubble.
Really?
Yeah,
I know there's pins and stuff now.
yeah, it's you
Ooh.
posted the old cutie mark, but I wanted to say something about that. It's like since I don't use that old cutie mark anymore, it is fine to go ahead and grab. My new cutie mark is more or less my loading screen now as well, and I'll show that to you later
Yeah.
because this is actually kind of cool. What I did with it.
Mm-hmm.
But all right,
also,
back to the questions.
You
Do
and
you
me gotta,
have...
after stream, you and me got to talk about a few things.
Yeah.
But,
Secret conversations. Ooh, okay.
well,
My question to you is, what made you decide on an Earth Pony character?
Do you
Rhino
like
Seed?
porn?
That is that is the reason. It's because I like. No, it's not the reason. I like Earth Party characters just in general. I don't know. I feel like if the thing is, my character is meant to just be a persona, so she doesn't have like a backstory or anything like that necessarily. But the way I kind of think about myself is like if I was changed into a pony into the pony universe, I don't think I would necessarily be a type of pony that would be very adept at like using magic or anything like that or flying. Because I don't know, I'm like a lot more. I'm very like paranoid with like extreme things, so I don't like skydiving or bungee jumping or anything like that. I don't like roller coasters and things of that kind. So I feel like I'd be
yeah.
I feel like I vibe more with Earth ponies. Because I like the idea of like running a little farm, you know, growing little herbs and things like that. I grow my own tea.
growing weed.
I just sort of, I would
Okay.
just, it's a vibe sort of thing of what I feel like I would enjoy being.
Make sure you grow some weed.
That's actually something similar to what I did. I thought I wouldn't be an Earth Pony. I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
I'm super weak,
I
but I wish I was
He's
strong.
going into the back. He's going into it.
But
Let's
the
go.
reason I chose it was because I thought it because when a unicorn's supposed to be born, they're supposed to be born, and sometimes like they'll have like if they'll accidentally use magic and shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I just chose it because of the chaos, really.
You are chaotic. I fucking swear.
That's a good reason.
Your life is chaotic.
And then we
You-
got Blaze over here who wants to fly, so that's why he chose. The
I
Pegasus.
don't want to fly. I just think Pegasi are sexy.
Fair.
That's a valid reason.
Yeah, fair. Okay. My question,
There-
I think my
okay,
question to you is-
When you think of My Little Pony, what do you think of? You don't think of, like, when you think of, like, it, you don't think of anyone other than Rainbow Dash. So, the fucking,
Wait, what's it? Porn?
no. Whenever you think of My Little Pony, you think of nothing
Oh,
but
it's just-
Rainbow Dash. Like, okay, picture My Little Pony in your mind, right? Right? Picture, Close your eyes and picture. We're doing some we're doing some creative exercises.
My eyes are closed right now.
Okay.
I'm in the meditative chamber right now.
Okay, no.
I'm in my mind
Now,
temple.
now think of My Little Pony G4. What's the first thing that pops to mind?
Octavia.
Fucking way to ruin my exercise.
That's good.
You see, he's got fine class.
Nah, fuck you. I do too, but I
My
like
fine
Trixie.
taste, yeah.
Trixie's fine class.
Trixie is a good pick. Alright, I like
True,
Trixie a lot.
true. Trixie is a good pick.
Would you get out from behind the fucking desk?
Yes.
Sorry, hiding away, peeping over.
He's like, he watches you when you pee.
Okay, don't watch it when I pee, but
Have you seen that meme where it's a dog and it's like he creeping in through the door and he's like, "This motherfucker watches me when I pee."
I've not seen that. Hold on, Alan, what were you gonna ask? I feel like you were gonna ask a question before this.
Yes, I was.
Go
I
ahead.
was. I was gonna ask you what got you into the furry fandom, actually.
Porn.
Oh. I think unironically it probably was the porn. I don't remember how this happened, but
See,
I think
Alan, I'm
when I
not
was-
the only pervert.
when dude, look, I was a horny kid growing up, but I
To be-
think I
To
developed
be
like
fair, he's trying to be professional.
Alan, it's me. I'm not professional. 2, I'm not professional. 3, I
look,
like porn.
I'm an open book. I will answer any question honestly and earnestly, no matter how depraved it may end up being. But
Oh,
I think
God.
when I was younger, I had like crushes here and there on fictional characters when I was really little.
Yeah, we all had that.
And
I think
one
everyone's
of
had
the,
that.
Yeah, I think everybody goes through that. One of the characters that I had a crush on when I was like, I want to say when I was like 9 years old or something. I'm trying to think back now, like 9 or 10 or something like that. Was Medley from The Wind Waker, from Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, and she's like a bird character, and I feel like that like sparked the awakening or something, or my dive into degeneracy, and then it's kind of from there.
At least it wasn't. At least it wasn't Lola Bunny. That ruined so many people's lives.
No, I
Oh, God,
never,
yeah.
I never liked
She's hot,
Lola
though.
Bunny. I don't know if furries actually like Lola Bunny or not, or if that's like the character
people
that
do.
the
Some of
people
them
who
do.
aren't furries imagine that furries love. I feel like,
I'm not
But
gonna
people who
lie.
aren't
I think
furries-
Lola Bunny is hot as fuck.
do you identify as a furry though?
And
'Cause, okay, here's
That's what
my
I do.
here's
I do.
my here's my theory. I feel like most people who are furries don't find Lola Bunny that sexy, but people who aren't furries kind of find Lola Bunny sexy.
I want to say this, like, I don't care for Lola Bunny, but there's another rabbit character I did like, and I can't remember her name.
Dude, in my opinion, the sexiest rabbit character of any like recent furry material is what's her name? Judy Hopps from
Judy Hopps
Oh,
from
dear. Lord.
Zootopia.
Zootopia, yeah.
You mean the
Zootopia is Judy.
the Furry's Paradise movie?
It really is.
In genuine respect, it is, and I love it. But it also shows, like my curiosity with stuff like that is like, how would a civilization with animals actually work? And I always loved that concept idea, because there was a show called Gym Partner's a Monkey, and
I
then there
remember
was,
that.
and there was a few other TV shows, like Sharko and Skako. I don't know if you've ever seen that show.
That one I haven't.
Yeah, it's about like a guy, a coconut guy and a shark,
What
like
the fuck?
attacking each other. Yeah, it's weird. But then there's like a few other shows that kind of play on that idea, and it was so entertaining to me. It's like that actually kind of sounds like a cool society where it's like animals.
Tough Puppy technically kind of counts.
Yeah, it actually is. Tough Puppy is actually pretty good.
I like Kitty Cat's
I hate the creator, but I love the guy's work, but I hate the guy. He's a total dick.
But oh my god, Kitty Catwell, holy shit, she will put you on your ass and.
Oh, that's a good question. Who's your favorite cat character?
My favorite cat character.
Because there's not that many.
This might be super generic, but it's if we consider every cat character that is out there, it's probably Garfield.
Fair. Garfield's kind of cool. He's kind of
an
interesting.
asshole, and I like
He is an asshole, but he's an interesting asshole.
Yeah, it's like if I have to be really honest with myself, it's probably mostly because of childhood nostalgia that like drives my love for the character.
I used to watch fucking Tale of Two Kitties every fucking day.
Yeah,
Oh
those
my
are good
God.
stuff. I had so many of the books. I collected the comic strips out of the newspaper when I was like really young.
I watched the show that they had,
Mm-hmm.
the Garfield show. I watched it, and every single day the new episode came on. I watched it.
Do you guys remember the Rick and Morty skit of the Garfield?
Oh god. Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
I
that.
do, yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Oh hey, my this is a funny question to every
Mhm.
furry, and that is, who's your favorite Fox character?
Favorite Fox character? I don't know if I have a favorite Fox character.
What's
I
interesting is a
don't
lot of
really-
people have the same ideology with the Fox characters, and it's funny as heck.
Don't really have
Mhm.
one, Fox-wise.
Okay,
Not
do you want to hear the most common answers?
Sure.
What's the most common answer?
The most common answers, there's three common answers. One is from the Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that, yeah. Oh, wait, I know who mine is. It's
Hold
Nick
on,
Wilde.
hold on,
Wait,
hold
he's a
on.
Yeah,
Fox.
Hold
Nick
on.
Wilde is one of them. Nick Wilde is one
Oh,
of
there we
them.
go, easy.
Yeah, but there's another one, and you remember the cartoon Robin Hood Fox? Yeah, that guy.
I
That-
would
okay,
imagine
fair enough,
that.
fair enough.
Okay, but I have a question.
That's an OG furry character.
Is the fox from The Fox and the Hound a boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay.
And that's funny. All three of the main picks are all dudes.
Mhm.
And some people choose them for not very safe for work reasons.
I was gonna
Yes,
say
the entirety of why I'm
Fox and the
choosing
the
Nick
Fox and the
Wilde,
Hound
I'll be
fox
honest.
is pretty sussy.
Pretty sussy.
Like
Nah,
they are very like they are very sub-like. They are not very masculine.
Look, I mean, all of my favorite furry characters I've chosen
no,
for
yeah,
at
that's
least
true.
50% not safe for work reasons, if not more than that.
See, at least he's honest about it, like I am Alan,
About what?
being a pervert.
Are you
Oh,
accusing Alan of being a pervert, closeted
Oh
pervert?
yeah, I'm a pervert.
Oh
but
yeah,
I
he's a
personally
closet
say
pervert.
professional.
He's a closet pervert, just like he's a
Oh, no,
closet
I'm
Maybe,
not.
he's just,
gay.
maybe he's
Pervert.
just professional. He's just classy.
No,
I'm just
he's a
classy.
closet pervert like he's a closet gay.
Dude,
Look at-
I am not gay.
We have to.
I really ain't.
Nah.
It's just that
nah,
he does that as a joke. He does it as a joke, and it's funny.
maybe.
But
Yeah.
as
I've
for
heard
the
stories.
pervert part, yes, I am a total pervert. I really am.
Aren't we all?
But I
okay.
stay
He hates
professional
me
and like
telling-
this
he hate-
asshole.
He hates me telling people about this, but I find it funny as fuck. I think he was drunk or something one night, and he asked, like, because everybody in my Discord knows I'm huge on porn, so they come to me for lots of stuff. He came to me for strictly cheerlead porn one night. I'm like, this is way out of the blue, but alright, I'll do it for you. So I went and I found like 20
You'd be
different pictures.
surprised I was actually high, not drunk.
Oh,
I'm under
whatever.
control while I'm drunk.
Whatever, I don't give a shit. I was like,
The porn
I
dealer.
was
What do
really,
you have?
okay.
I was really
needs-
high.
Come to Blaze.
Dude.
alright, man.
To be fair, I would probably ask you again, but the thing is, Cheerly is a really cool character
She's a
in my mind.
MILF. She is a MILF.
She really is. But
Oh,
the reason I
you
say
know
this,
who
the
else
reason
is
I
a
say
MILF?
this,
You know who else
is
is a
because she's
super
a
MILF?
teacher.
You know who
Okay,
else
question.
is a mega MILF?
Question. Hold on, before you ask that, say that.
Uh-huh.
Question to you: what do you think of teacher-esque characters or teachers in general? And the
they're
reason I
kinda
say that is
hot.
because
I used to have a crush on a couple of my teachers.
I really enjoy teachers because sometimes people are just doing their job for very small pay,
Okay,
and they're
okay,
really cool people.
Okay, are we talking sexual love MILFs or are we talking normal love MILFs? Because this, you can go
Right.
weird on this podcast. It's already talking.
Oh yeah,
We've
oh
already,
yeah. And the reason I chose Shirley because she's actually one of my most favorite characters.
Yeah.
in my
She's super
whole
cool, yeah.
universe. She really
Okay,
is
Alan.
nice.
Alan,
sweet,
just
good
so
with
you
kids.
know, there is
That's
no
all I
saving
need in
this.
a woman.
Alan, just so you know, there's no saving this podcast. This one right now.
Dude, this
I know.
podcast is fine. We are floating on the water. This ship ain't sinking. There's no
Dude,
ship to
we're
sink.
on a thin line, and I
no,
can't
the
give a
reason
shit
this
right
ship
now. I
ain't
am drunk.
sinking. The reason this ship ain't sinking is because it's already at the bottom of the ocean.
Exactly. See, we're just swimming. We're treading water.
Yeah, I just wanted to say
We
this.
literally had a in-depth conversation on if not if pedophilia. that one's hardcore. And that's a just no.
Yeah, that's a
if,
no.
If bestiality is consensual or not.
Okay, I want to actually talk about that topic a
God.
little bit.
Yeah, we can
I
delve
want
into
to
it.
say,
I had some pretty nuanced
say
takes.
something. I want to put out a hypothesis for everyone in the world. If your lover or the person you love a lot turns into an animal but still can talk and so on and so forth,
Okay.
it could be any animal.
Okay.
Would you still love them? Would you still love them? Is
Yeah.
the biggest question.
Well, it depends on what animal, because there are just some
Well,
fucking
just
ugly
love them,
ass
or, like-
animals.
Would you love
it-
them and still have intercourse with them? And they are
Intercourse.
I
able
mean,
to
clearly
talk?
that
They-
if they can talk,
They would
then it's
they would be
consensual.
able to talk. They would be able to speak. They would be able to think for themselves and everything.
If they can
It's
talk,
a hard
Right,
one to
yeah,
answer. I
consensual.
mean, maybe. I mean, obviously, like, I think just by virtue of being a furry, there's going to be, like, animalistic traits that you just find sexually attractive.
I like horses.
But then
yeah.
an animal comes with, like, a whole load of extra problems. I think if your partner
What?
transformed
I
into
just-
an animal, that's...
it's part of the conversation, and he was saying,
Yeah,
hey,
it actually is an interesting question, and you want to
It
know
depends.
the most
It depends on the animal.
It's a very
Like, if
big
you-
psychological question.
yeah,
and
it also
psychologists
depends if
actually
you have an
use this.
affinity for that animal or not. Like, say, okay,
Yeah.
say if like your lover got turned into a fucking Chinese hairless dog or whatever the fuck they are. Those things are ugly as sin. I wouldn't put my dick near that thing if it was the fucking last thing on earth that I could breed with. No fucking thank you. It is an ugly
It would-
dog.
I don't know if I would be able to. If they fully turned into an animal, just straight up, I don't know if there's any animal they could turn into that I would still find attractive enough to actually have sex with them.
I mean, horses, clearly.
I mean, there's horse traits that I like. I mean, I like the MLP characters, and I like looking at porn of them. But there's
No.
this sort of, like, fantasy aspect of MLP characters that makes them, like, a lot cleaner and more marshmallowy than like
Do you
real
wanna-
horses are.
Okay. Do you want
It's
to
true. It's true, and it's very cute.
Do you actually want to meet someone who's actually had sex with a horse? Because I know someone.
No, I don't. I made my view on this kind of stated before.
Well-
I think that actually having sex with animals is like against my morals. I think that's animal abuse, pretty much.
Mm.
I understand like
Well,
there
I'm saying,
isn't anything.
I'm saying for like, so you can
I'm
talk
more or
to
less
them
with
and
the
see
fact
what
that if
their.
there's a sentient person or creature turns into a said creature or something, that
Yeah,
I
that's
think that
different.
was
It's a
Yeah,
weird.
that's
It's a weird topic. I'm not.
That's
It
a
really
hypothetical
is.
that you can
I'm
engage
not gonna
with,
lie.
that's
It's a
fine,
weird
yeah.
topic.
My question to anyone else, because anybody can answer this question, and including you guys, and this is a question that mostly gets the wrong answer, and it's hilarious to me.
Mhm.
And it is, if you, as a person, were turned into an animal or so forth, and so on, but you can't talk, but you could still think all your thoughts and everything, but
Mhm.
you're still going to sound like that animal, regardless if you try to say something.
Mhm.
You'll be able to talk to the same species of animal and other animals and so on, but you can't talk to humans. My question to you is, would you be attracted to the animal species you became, or would you be attracted to the humans still? That is a big question a lot of people get wrong because of moral reasons.
I mean, yeah, this sort of depends. I mean, assuming I don't know how much of your own mind is changed,
Well,
because if you're able to, like, if you're
we're
no
going
longer
off
able to,
personal beliefs, I would say,
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed other than you can't speak to humans.
and you are an
But you can
animal,
speak.
essentially.
Yeah.
but you're like a human brain stuck in like the animal's body.
Essentially, like your
Kind
thought
of,
process.
You still have cognitive. You still,
My-
from what he's
My
saying,
my
you still have
supplementary question to
cognitive
that would
thought.
be.
Your answer?
Now I was gonna say, I was gonna ask, because even if you have like the quote unquote mind of a human or something inside of the physical body of, let's say, like a horse or something like that, there's gonna be other factors that play into this, like there's gonna be other body parts that control like your hormones and that sort of thing, and how you react to other animals and heat and that sort of thing that you wouldn't normally pick up on if you were a human or something like that. Would that
Exactly.
affect
The
you?
reason, yes, everything that a normal animal would feel and interact with will affect you. The
Well, then,
only
yeah,
thing that
you-
will not change, that will change, is you being an animal. You still having a brain.
Someone said,
and
"Isn't
thought.
hey?" Someone said, "Isn't this the plot of a Tim Allen movie?"
Okay.
But if
No,
all that is in
but-
play,
but
I think you'd just be a very depressed horse.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't specify what animal. It could be any animal.
Well, it could be
But
any
the
animal,
reason-
yeah.
the
One thing I would think is that if I did have all my memories of being a human, regardless of my attraction to the other animals of the same species now, I feel like I would just miss my hands. It's like one thing I've thought about before. Because there's
Oh
a
my
question
God,
that every brony gets asked at one point, like, oh, if you could get transported to Equestria forever, would you be? But you have to be transported as a pony. I've always said no to that question, mainly because, like, the first barrier is I would lose my hands.
I would say yes because my OCD
answer is
unicorn.
yeah. We've
Yeah.
talked about this.
His
a few
has
times.
wings. Yeah. So the reason we would say yes is because I have a horn and I could just use magic instead of my hands. I'll have to get used to
I'd
it.
say I don't
And
give a
he
shit.
has
I'm
wings.
gonna use hooves. Well, I don't give a shit.
And he's used wing. He would use his wings like hands because there's certain characters who could do that, like Rainbow Dash, and a few other characters couldn't use them
Yeah.
like hands. So so essentially just big hands. Yeah, and like I've actually had to pick up things without like any fingers before because I've broken all my fingers simultaneously once,
Jesus
and-
Christ.
and I had to keep them all under wraps. So I had to pick up shit like essentially with balled fists,
Mhm.
and it does get annoying, but like
a
it's
learning
possible.
curve, but over time you
It's-
get used to it.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I had to do that for like 3
Oh,
months.
Alan, I have a really big announcement.
What's that?
I solved a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, good
nice.
job. Those things are actually really complicated.
I
done.
solved.
Good job,
I
Blaze.
solved. I'm really proud of myself, and I can do it over and over again.
All right. Hey,
That's done. Good stuff.
that is
Yeah,
cool.
Rubik's Cubes are difficult if you've never
Yeah,
done
I
them.
forgot.
I've never
that
solved
was
a
that
Rubik's
was
Cube.
another thing in my process of being away forever. Is I was learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
What's interesting is there's people who do challenges for that and can do it like under 5 seconds.
Yeah, J-Perm is one of them. That's where I learned from.
Dude, there's a
The
guy who
speed
could do it
cube
in 2.4 seconds. It is the
It's like the
fastest time.
speed cuber world record or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
It's not even the fastest either.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy who
Jesus.
solved it so fucking fast that they swore he just had a solved cube or some shit.
Swapped it out.
No, he couldn't have because his hands was moving so fucking fast. I can't do that because I've broken and messed up my hands so many times. I can't do shit like that.
Jesus.
Hell,
I hope your hands are
my
doing right.
hand- That's fine. Like they lock up though, and because of that,
Yeah,
I gave my
me and
my
him-
story to him.
Me
Yeah.
and him kind of have just fucked up hands. Mine's arthritis. His is fucked up due to other shit.
Goddamn.
Mine's also. I used to do boxing, and because of that, I got messed up the hands and arms. I shattered my left arm once because
Oh my god.
and for blocking. I was blocking my face, and then dude messed up my arm real bad. Fucking
only thing
popped it
I've-
right in half.
Wow, this podcast has
God.
gotten really weird. This podcast has gotten really weird.
We're covering a broad range of topics, alright? We're going around the
Fair,
world
fair.
and back.
All right.
To be fair, we're
Speaking-
just
okay.
essentially just hanging out now.
Yeah. If you're here for the actual podcast, you can go now. If you want to stay for us, just chilling out and asking weird fucking questions.
Yeah. It's more of a chill out stream right now. But yeah,
Chilling, yeah, we'll ask some questions. I'm down, alright? You can ask me absolutely anything.
Okay. What is
my
okay,
question to you. Okay, I'll ask this question later. Blaze, you ask yours.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it because we've already asked him what is.
Well, if you're having trouble, let me ask mine then, because I
Okay,
got
go
it right
ahead.
on. Okay, so my question to you is, what decided on your OC's colors? Because sometimes it's like a really complicated question, but sometimes it's not. My question to you is, what decided your colors?
I
Okay.
would assume his skin color and his hair color.
No, my hair doesn't look like that. Also, I'm not yellow.
Well, no,
Oh, no,
you're,
okay.
you're white like a normal person. Well, not white, Caucasian.
Like a normal person. Wait a minute, hold on. Are we canceling Blaze right now? Oh my god, somebody clip that and post it to Twitter.
Fuck
Clip it and share it.
I've made way
Oh, God.
ask Alan. I've made way worse racist comments on this.
No, okay, I'll tell you the real reason. So,
Yeah,
my
go
my OC's named Kadae. The reason she's named that is because actually this is kind of similar almost.
Kadae.
I had a World of Warcraft character. My very first World of Warcraft character that I created was a human mage named Kadae.
Kadae.
And I made her in 2008,
Really?
and I really liked that name. So when I was creating a persona /MLP OC, I was like, okay, I want to use that name. I was like, oh, I want to like pay some sort of respect to like my World of Warcraft character because she was the first one that used that name.
wait. Are you the Kadae? The fucking mage who can destroy the moon Kadae?
No, I was a human mage, but no. Is there another Kadae?
Okay, so the
I
reason
played on
say that is 'cause
Kazgaroth.
I met you on World of Warcraft, I think. I was the like a regular high elf, and I
Oh,
was
dear
a
Lord.
traveling war mage. I just
when would this have been? I played World of Warcraft from
okay.
2008
the reason
to
I said is
2012.
Yeah, that was actually around that time. Oh god.
I think when
the reason-
Pandaria came out is like the last of my playing.
Yeah, I think I met your character or someone with that exact name in like a grass fieldy area, and I just said hi and walked a little bit, but I saw you like practicing magic or whatnot on some bad
Okay,
guys. And I was
interesting.
like, yeah, and I was like, and you've done some weird ass attacks I've never seen before.
Interesting. Okay, I don't remember, so I can't say if that was me or
Okay,
not. But I
my
played on
character-
Kazgaroth, so if you played on that server, that would have been me.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, maybe then. There's a good chance.
Oh dear
I also
Lord.
I played on almost every server. I had
Jeez,
the same
okay.
character on every server. So yeah, like you said, my character's a traveling character, and that's what I did. Like I traveled all the time.
Yeah,
for, like,
okay.
glory. Yeah.
But okay, my character's hair was that color that I used for my OC. So I picked that hair color, and then I was like, well, okay, the rest of the colors just want to go well with each other. So I was like, oh, butter yellow is kind of a cute color. I like Fluttershy, so I was like, oh, I'll use yellow. That's a nice color. And then I wanted to have I wanted her cutie mark to be like a little blue mug. It's like, oh, I like tea.
fair.
You know, that can be her like cutie mark or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'll make
Are
her
you
eyes
sure
match
you're
the
not
cutie
fucking
mark.
British?
I'm sure.
Your character might sound British though.
Oh,
wait,
mate, what do you know?
people-
Sport
okay.
tea?
Okay, wait. I have a question because I heard
Oh,
this
you
from.
like a tea?
I heard this, and I don't know if this is true or not, but is it true that you guys in America don't really drink that much tea?
No, we don't drink tea worth a damn.
Mm-mm.
We drink
Do
coffee.
either of you have like
No.
electric kettles in your homes?
No. We have coffee
The-
pots.
The place
That's
where I'm at,
bonkers to me, dude.
the place where I'm at right now currently, has
Well,
they have a thing for like sweet tea, but that's about it.
That's
Okay.
because you live in the South and you have weird shit that I can't even pronounce for weird cooking things that I don't even understand.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I don't think we drink as much tea here as they do in like the UK or something. But I think people all over the world drink a lot of tea, except in America. I read that like
No,
coffee is way more popular there.
Yeah,
Mostly coffee.
Yeah.
Personally, I hate tea.
Really?
I hate tea.
I'm more of a ginseng and green tea kind of
I
guy.
like mint tea and I like sweet tea, like American sweet tea. Because America! Guns.
Damn. Okay.
You mean
I-
that piss water sweet tea?
Fuck
That's
you.
what that is.
Fuck you. Actually, I can't really specify because I've never made it and I don't really have loyalty to it, so.
Are you talking about the black the brown black sweet tea, the very sweet sugary tea that you get at Wendy's or some shit?
No,
Or are you
I'm
talking about, like, the-
actual southern sweet tea.
Oh, you're talking about like that stuff you can buy at the store kind of
No,
stuff,
I'm
and then
talking
add a bunch of
homemade.
sugar to it?
Talking homemade.
Yeah, I know. Are you okay?
I don't
Like
know.
there's
Homegrown in your
there's weird
home
ass
plantation, where you pick all the leaves.
No, we're talking about the ones where we have the. I'm not gonna go there. See?
Huh?
With Alan around, I am afraid if I say something, he's gonna yell at me, so that way I don't make racist comments.
He really is a
like I
balancing
was going
force.
to.
See, this is why I'm wearing my hashtag Team Allen shirt. Okay, this is why I'm Team Allen.
Yeah, no one. No, I will vouch for that. No one's Team Blaze. No one.
Oh, no, I'll be Team Blaze too.
Nah,
I'll
no,
wear Team Blaze
no one
shirt.
is Team Blaze except Blaze. Actually, I think Leafy's Team Blaze, but that's about it.
Oh,
Well, that's because Leafy has a crush on you. silly
That's
goose.
because I'm technically Leafy's bigger brother thing.
oh, cute.
I kind of took her.
But no, I drink tea all the time. I drink black tea like constantly, but no sugar, no milk, nothing. Just straight black tea, and then coffee once in a while.
I love coffee. I love it.
Coffee is really good, depending on like the coffee. There's like all sorts of good coffee out there.
I
like it
get a special blend
with
of coffee.
liquor. I like having mine with some rum or
I
some
I
gin.
love booze.
Hard coffee.
I love booze. Booze is great. I'm gonna get booze.
Yeah.
I need booze.
My question
why
to
don't
you
why
is,
don't you share your booze? That's not nice of you.
well,
Share
why
your-
don't you share your booze?
I do-
You don't share.
Fuck you. You're like a bajillion miles away.
See, that's exactly why I don't share my booze.
I'd share my booze if you were closer.
Okay.
I'd get you moonshine.
Speaking of, because staying on topic with the booze,
Booze.
do you drink?
I do not, but I have had 3 shots total in my life.
Oh, holy
Really?
my god.
You,
I had-
okay.
you-
My question
I
to you is, what was it? What was it? My
I had
question.
three shots of. I had 3 cranberry vodkas when I turned 18 when I was going clubbing.
Oh, that's actually pretty decent vodka. But I want to say to you, and to
got
anyone who
vodka.
drinks like the regular stuff without any flavor,
Mhm.
all the people who drink regular alcohol by itself, you confuse me.
I can drink it
I've-
with things or without. I'm an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
I didn't personally like it that much. I don't really like the smell or taste of it, so I don't drink any alcohol personally.
I hate standard beer.
That
but I-
all
like-
depends. That all depends on the type of alcohol, because there's some that have a really nice taste and a really
Mhm.
nice smell.
Like brandy.
So it all depends.
Brandy is great.
Uh,
Brandy and rum.
It
are
is
awesome.
good. There's cranberry whiskey that smells really divine, and then there's another like blueberry
whiskey's
Chardonnay,
okay.
which is really good.
Mm.
And then there's a few
The
drinks
best
that
ones
smell
I've
really
had
good.
are the best alcohol I've had is mango rum, which is amazing.
A lot of the mango drinks taste so beautiful.
They go down real easy.
Every bat pony and bat character would go nuts for mango.
I will tell you about the one time where I got absolutely, I mean, absolute. This is before I met Alan. I got so fucking shit faced.
God.
It was.
I've heard about this.
I woke up in the bathroom drunk. Like, you know how you go to bed, you drink, you go to bed, you wake up with just a hangover. I woke up drunk. I didn't just wake up drunk. I woke up shit faced drunk. Which is the type where you're like right on blacking out.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that sounds
I
intense.
drank a lot. I took I put 2 70-proof bottles away and half of the 100-proof.
Goodness.
And so
Hardcore.
oh, I love drinking. I love hardcore binge drinking. It's one of my
Jesus
favorites.
Christ.
I like to get drunk. I like my alcohol. People know this about me.
I can put down some alcohol too. That's actually a reason why I don't buy as much anymore.
Mhm.
It's because I can drink it like it's fucking water.
Mhm.
And the reason I say that is because it takes a lot to get me drunk. And the reason I say that is because sometimes it takes about 3 kegs.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a
So
lot.
yeah, that one night I
The
was.
Viking over here.
Don't even get him started.
Yeah, don't get me started.
You'll learn. There's not enough time in the day for his fucking level of bullshit is what I call it.
Hold on, all this talk of beverages has made me need to go to the toilet, so I'm gonna go pee and I'll come right back, okay?
Okay.
Oh.
I love how he moved his character
Yeah, I was
outside.
gonna say. Usually we don't care. We're just fuck it. Well,
Yeah, that's so hilarious. Like he's like,
Hi,
I'm
Alan.
just
It's
gonna
been a
be decent
while.
and walk off. Yeah, it has been a while. What have you been doing? Like you've
you
ignored a few of my
remember-
calls and talks and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a captain. And
Really?
I'm a PMC captain.
Congratulations. That's actually kind of cool.
It's kind of scary if you think about it.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
really,
scary, but
You know,
I'm just glad you got a captain position of all things. That's cool.
To be fair, I asked for an army because you know me, army strong.
Yeah.
we're
crazy ass.
mostly Marines and Navy.
Mm-hmm.
And I can talk about it if I talked about it cryptically. I don't talk about it full on.
Yeah, I know. Like, you'll
Um,
have to wait until you get out in order to say shit.
No, it's not even. I can't even talk about it then. It's that bad.
That bad?
Yeah.
Ah,
We're
okay.
working with we're working with a very interesting government group.
Okay.
That's,
Well,
yeah.
enough about that.
Well, actually,
how have
no,
you been?
no,
Have you been doing
there's some
good?
other stuff I can talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, how have you been? Like, you haven't, like, messaged me or some shit.
yeah,
I'm trying to
I've been really busy.
shit.
I haven't told a lot of people, but I'm planning on moving.
Yeah.
Out to Michigan.
Really?
With, you know who?
Yeah. With Luna?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And well, he's renouncing a lot of like the bad shit in his life. So,
That's good.
I'm living right next to him. Like
That's cool.
Like he bought a house. We're gonna tear down. We have literally houses right next to each other, and we're gonna tear down the dividing fence to have just this big old fucking fence. Like not fence. this yard.
That's gonna be awesome.
And
My question to you is how you gonna bring your stuff over there?
and it's you know him and you know I and what resources we have.
Fair.
Oh, hi, you're back.
I'm back.
I like how
Hello.
you tried to walk through the wall.
I didn't realize it was there for a second. Don't mind me just walking into the drywall. Whoops.
It's okay. I walk in the walls when I'm not even playing games. That usually is when I'm carrying something in my hand.
Fair.
In my hands too.
Okay. Blaze knows this guy, but you don't. But I want to talk about him.
Go for it.
So, my buddy Ham,
Oh,
me
yeah.
and him and my cousin Imperial, all 3 of us played games a lot. And this is kind of funny. I don't know if I've
Is
told
this
this
the
story
chicken
to
one?
Blaze. No, not that one. This one's a different one. This one's actually kind of funny. So all 3 of us were
I still
playing
find
a
it
battle
funny that
royale game,
Imperial- I
and
still
don't
find
worry.
It funny that Imperial's in
Yeah.
Ham's harem.
Yeah. Anyway, me and those 2 were playing a battle royale game. It was not Fortnite or anything. It was actually some robotic battle royale game. So all 3 of us were playing, and Ham was going into the building to investigate, and I put some barriers down. He somehow climbed one of the barriers and got his character stuck in the ceiling.
That's Ham.
Interesting.
And like,
speedrun
we
strat.
were, like the area was closing off, and I was like,
Mm.
"Where are you?" It's like me and Imperial were outside, and it's like I'm stuck in the building. We rushed back, tried to help him out, But when we got rid of the barrier thing so he could fall down, his head just kept moving across the ceiling like he was running in place. Just across the top like a damn decapitated Roomba on the ceiling.
Sounds like chaos. Oh my god.
But we had to leave him because like he was stuck, and then Imperial got shot by a sniper, and it's like shit. He's like, I'm gonna run in, get smacked, and I was the last one. I was trying to carry the team.
He's very tactically.
He's not very bright. He's not very bright, but he's hilarious, and he's my cousin. So yeah,
he's very tactically inept.
Yeah, and then we continued forward and everything, and then I just like died because I fell off a cliff.
Wow, the great video games player died. Who would have thought?
A car hit me, and I fell off a cliff.
Well, you're not the only one getting hit by a car.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Shout out to the guy who was hit by a car during the earlier part of this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more with my jokes.
Okay. But let's get to Blaze's favorite story with these two. And that is, we
it
were
is
playing
not my
a
favorite.
game.
I hate this story. You tell it so much.
It's still funny, though.
He's a fucking dumbass.
So, me and those two were playing a game called Adventure Quest 3D. Really fun game, by the way. It's free on Steam.
Careful, he's gonna lure you in. He's gonna lure you in like he did me.
Yep. It's really fun. Anyway, so we were all playing, and we were in the beginning area, and we lost Imperial. And we found out he was in a cave. He's like, "Hey, let's go check this cave out." So all of us went in the cave, and there was these chickens, right? They don't bother you unless you get too close. And Imperial's got too close, and he got killed by a single chicken.
Too close.
Oh my god.
He got too close.
He got
killed
too
by a single
close.
chicken. Shut up.
He's got too close, man. He got too close.
Dude, chickens are intense, man. There.
But what made it funny is he was way higher level than that chicken.
What? How did this happen? How did
He died to a level 1 chicken.
How? What?
Exactly.
Interesting. It's an impressive death.
And you know what made it even funnier? About a half a year later, the creators of that game made merchandise about chickens.
Nice.
We watched my buddy stream because we were streaming this, and they made a reference to him by making it. And the reason I say that is because there was a little description on the item. It says the Imperialist died making this.
Oh my god. What a way to make it big, though. Let's go.
It's funny.
It's the most flattering form of compliment, I think.
And now, every time we want to piss my cousin off.
How did you meet Withered?
Withered?
Yeah.
Shit.
Was that on here or was that somewhere else?
I think I was on here, actually.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I'll have to ask him.
But, yeah, so now every time I want to piss off my cousin, I say, I go,
Oh my god.
What makes it even funnier, because this is not the first time he's died to a chicken in a game. I'm not even joking you. There's a few other games where he's died to a chicken. And none of them are from Ocarina of Time or any of the Zelda games.
Can the chickens in Zelda even kill you? I don't even remember.
Yes.
Maybe I think they can if you aggro them.
Yes, they can. Kill one, piss off the rest.
Yeah.
They will chase you too. They will chase you. They won't stop.
My god.
They are very frightening.
Chickens in general are scary.
Dude, I love chickens. Chickens are funky.
Rooster. I want to scare the fuck out of the kids on my neighborhood.
Dude, that would be such a sick way to get. If you needed to get up earlier, like if you had a really early work shift or something like that, getting woken up by a rooster is actually kind of metal.
Man, you're gonna have so much fun watching the slaughter stallion.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that podcast. Speaking of, by the way, thank you for inviting me to this wonderful shit show. It's been a ride.
At least you call it
I'm
what
glad
it is.
you agreed. I'm glad you called it what it is. Yeah, it's a shit show.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be invited to little podcasts like this.
I have weed.
You guys are both absolutely insane personalities in very different ways, which is fun.
Yeah, it's a wonder that we get along so well.
It's
a
good.
wonder I don't
It's like-
it's a wonder I don't strangle Alan in his in his sleep.
Like Alan said, you know, the balancing
I
force.
can do the same thing to you too, so I could strangle you. But yeah, we're good friends, and
That's good. You got good chemistry for the podcast.
I just
Yeah.
disappear for months on end.
Like, to be fair, man, you're a captain now, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah. And actually, we.
Mm.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, fun things. Fun things with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're going to get ready to go, or something. You got like
Well,
something to do today?
Well, I don't have anything particular to do aside from just regular everyday things and preparing. I'm currently
Those things
looking for a
include porn.
place to rent to move it. I'm moving out of where I'm living currently with my roommates to live with a different roommate.
Oh, you don't need to lie to the audience. We all know you're just gonna look up porn when you're done here.
Oh, 100%. But also, I do actually have to move. I'm moving for work actually, so it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, nice. What are you
yeah.
doing?
I work as a programmer for a bank here in Australia,
Oh, that's dope.
but it's
That's
going.
actually-
Yeah, it's pretty nice, but everything's going back to in person. Aside, it was online for a
Mhm.
while, like work from home, but it's going back to being in person. I need to be. I'm working in the city, which is like an hour plus away from where I live, so I'm trying to move in closer to the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at rental properties now. So that's going to be a fun, not so fun, wild ride. Trying
Well,
to
when
find
you get all
and
set up,
inspect
give us
places.
a call and we'll have you back.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to be back again for another future episode if you'd have me.
We need people to come back, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We need time to bring this back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
You should be proud of yourself. You're the first one back after a 4 or
Since
5
January.
hiatus.
Yeah,
It's an honor.
it has been a while.
But anyway, thank you for inviting me on. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anybody who's watched, who wants to follow me anywhere, I'm active on Twitter. Twitter.com/Thomas_Horak.
Just if you're not friends with
Send me
Alan already,
the.
send Alan the
yeah.
shit and he'll, like I said, he's in. Who knows? Maybe
I'm
he'll
the
actually
editor.
do his job.
I'm the editor.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll send you the links and stuff like that. The Barinator
Yeah.
on Twitch and
Send
YouTube
it
as
into
well.
the.
Yeah,
Send it to either
maybe he'll do his
personally
job
or
and write the
to-
description.
Hey, you shush. Usually that was like, to be fair, like I'm not home sometimes, so I can't really.
But
do
to be
shit
fair, to be
That was good.
fair,
I'm glad I still got to catch Alan. Hashtag Team Alan. Let's go.
Fuck you. Fine. I'm gonna solo you guys so hard.
Sorry, Blaze.
sometimes.
Nobody on the team plays. It's okay. I'm used to actually Justin's team plays. Luna's team plays.
Yeah.
Team Alan. What is it? Hashtag Team Alan in the streets. Team Blaze in the sheets. All right. Yeah, buddy.
I like how mine sounds a lot more unsexualized.
Nah, I'm fine with mine being sexual, man. That's cool.
You know what's funny?
I am the
Okay.
pervert.
You are the pervert, but I find it funny because I'm the only one who actually sold my body for money.
We're not gonna talk about you being a hoe.
What?
You're not a hoe. Alan, you're not
I am a hoe.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Okay, but
Here,
anyway,
here, have some of my weed. It's real good weed.
hey, some mushrooms. Have some of
have
your
my weed.
mushrooms.
Oh, is it mushrooms? Here, have my. I couldn't tell what the hell it was. Have my weed.
You're too high to know.
Yeah, it's just the. I'm just.
Oh my
busy.
goodness.
How the fuck do I do this? Gifting.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. Now get high, my friend.
Sharing
Get
is
high.
caring.
Get high, my friend.
Watch, I love this. This is kind of neat. Like you could chew and then just munch.
Now you
Yeah,
gotta,
then just eat. Well,
now you gotta switch the high one.
I know.
but yeah, if if
I-
either of you
I-
are ever around for any of the streams or anything like that, and you're in chat, give me a shout and I'll say hello.
Yeah, no problem, dude. You too. If you want to come in,
Yeah.
if you're just watching the stream and you want to join, just message me. That's how Alan and I met.
There you go.
Yeah, fair.
He just was in my stream and was like, me.
Oh, it's a little present. Oh my god, what's in here?
I forget how to open those things.
Oh my god, it's a dildo. What the fuck? How could you give me something like this on set?
Man, he's never gonna come back, man.
Think of the children.
Think of the innocent animals, man.
I can't. I was
What
gonna
animal, man?
eat the box, but I cannot do it.
I actually have no clue how you open those things again. I can't remember because there's a way to open those,
Mm.
and I forgot how to do it.
Well, either way, you have a present from us.
Yay! I'm happy. Thank you for the present.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Fun
Alright.
fact: inside of it is actually a little hat that will come on top of your head. There's a bunch of them too. There's all sorts of them.
Oh, what? Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know if you noticed the little hat on my character's head.
Or
Yeah, I
like
see the
the,
little the little party hat.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Aw, adorable.
Here's one of
Adorable.
the other ones. Like it's just a cookie.
What? I didn't even know there were so many hats. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look
Or
into
there's-
this.
there's toys
There's
and shit.
over 300 hats.
Is it really? This must be like
Yeah.
new. I haven't like played much Ponytown recently.
There's also like
Yeah.
toys and shit, which I have on mine.
So some of them are actually been around for a while.
Yeah.
I have a
Alright.
plate.
Might have a look into that. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna leave you guys here in that case to finish off the podcast, but appreciate you having me, alright? Lots of love to both of you. I hope everybody
Yeah.
who might be viewing from my community gives these guys some love and follows the channel and
Yeah, subscribe.
Good
We need
jazz.
it. We need it. We need it.
Like,
Yeah.
comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We'll see you sometime next
Don't
time.
report us.
don't report us. Might be too late already, but we'll see.
You report us. I'll have my team of very sneaky guys come find you and tell you not to do that.
I like how it's not even a threat. It's just like we'll tell you not to.
Please do not. Please stop. Beg of you.
It's like they break in your house, tie you up, and say no.
We're gonna start a change.org petition. Alright, we'll get 100,000 signatures.
And just call it #no.
Check there. Everyone can get behind that. Simple messaging, I like it, alright? Straight to the point.
Dear Lord.
No
Yeah,
faffing about it.
Just #no.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, alright.
everyone in the comments.
This is gonna be weird.
Alright, I'm gonna let you guys wrap up the podcast in that case, alright?
Alright, bud.
Alright, take it easy. Lots of love. Thank you for having me again.
Oh yeah, no
Alright,
problem.
have a
Come back
wonderful.
anytime. Hold on.
Yeah,
One last
wonderful
question.
evening.
One last question.
Oh, alright, last one. Hit me up.
Did you enjoy the podcast?
Oh yeah, 100%. 10 out of 10. I would recommend this to a friend as well.
Okay. Would you come back?
And yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I'm invited back, I'll come back for
You're
another
invited
interview.
back always. That's what people
I
do.
have one final question to you: is would you consider watching some of our other podcasts if you haven't
That's
already?
Oh, I'm already planning on it. I've heard
Already.
some stories about some of your earlier stuff, so I'm gonna go back and have a look through those.
Some of them are kind of funny and silly. I
Some of them
recommend
are not.
one of our newest ones before we got you on here, and that is for the Forever Free Brony one.
He's watched the
Yeah.
Ember one and the Forever Free.
Yeah, I think I
Okay.
watched 9 and 10, which are like the last two that you guys did before this one today.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'll be having a look at them. Some classic.
Oh, there's some
Burning Down the
there's
Street
some
podcast
weird,
content,
There's some
alright.
weird shit on them.
Yeah, and there was sometimes we were just streaming on Ponytown because
Yeah, I
of-
told him there's
Random-
a section.
yeah.
I told him about the playlist,
The-
and then there's the Ponytown that streams.
What's funny is my favorites are the brawl between two Anon-Phillies, and then the other one
Oh
was
yeah,
just
that was
a
a
cult.
fun one. Yeah, we did discover a cult. That was
Oh.
fucking weird.
Yeah, there's some stuff that
It's
goes
so
down on Ponytown.
weird. There really is. There's a few things that go
There's a
so
literal
weird.
cult on
It caught you off
Ponytown.
guard.
It's weird.
There's literal territories in Ponytown. There really is.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. I think I've seen people map it out as well to show like where people usually hang out, but I don't know if those are still up to date.
It's probably not
Mm.
because there's cultist areas. There's like
it's
people
fucking
who
weird.
just like bread. There's people who just like to hang out and chat.
Oh,
There's people who speak
Alan,
Spanish. There's
Alan.
people who speak Japanese. There's people who speak Korean. There's people
Alan.
who speak all sorts of things.
Alan, you and me should go spec ops and
Mm.
go infiltrate the cultist area.
Oh yeah, we did that last time too. It
But
was
we didn't
so
go spec ops.
creepy.
We
Like,
were
none
normal
of-
people.
None of them speak at all,
Mhm.
and it creeps us out so much.
That's bizarre. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, their characters look so bizarre, and it's not like they look like normal pony characters. We saw one guy who looked like a fucking eyeball.
Interesting.
There's
Some people
some-
have crazy designs on here.
Oh, and he's good news. He's actually played Delirium too. So
Oh, nice.
no, I'm talking you.
Yeah.
You played Delirium.
Oh, I think we were talking about Alan. Oh, okay, I see.
Alan's seen me play Delirium.
Oh,
I
He
yeah.
have.
also screamed like a little bitch.
So
It's pretty scary.
It's a scary
Nice.
game, okay, man?
It's a game.
Don't judge me.
Okay, do you like scary games?
No, I don't. I'm squeamish. My chat
Okay.
likes watching me play scary
Not
games.
because
Oh
of
my
that,
god, do they
I
like watching
highly-
that stuff?
I highly recommend you play Fear, the original best this fear-inducing game. As its
I
name
will.
suggests.
Hashtag no.
I will very lightly consider and probably freak out and not play it.
It's really good,
It's okay.
and the reason I say
Hey,
that is
hey,
because
hey.
it's less scary because of guns. You have guns, but
He's making
the
me play it
atmosphere
on mine.
still makes you scared.
He's making me play it on mine, so you can just watch me fucking play it and hate my life.
Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye on you in that case. But alright.
Oh, and if we only offer this to select people because our group is getting big. But if
Mhm.
you want to play any casual game, like play casually with us, just say the word.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. I might hit you guys up for sure.
And being that
Sure.
I'm back from my stuff for a little bit, I have some time.
Back from the travel.
Which-
Nice.
Which
And
Alan
if
should be
you-
happy about. Alan.
I am happy. I'm happy. I'm happy in general that I got to talk to you a little bit. Because you ignored it, bastard.
Hey, I in my defense, I tried to reach out. I had tried to reach out to you, and by the time that we were already doing it, I was sucked into the podcast and didn't see you for doing things in my.
I mean, hey, look. Despite all the technical difficulties and misplanning, it ended up being pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that was just a lot of me getting back used to it.
Yeah, getting back in the swing of things, making sure the audio is correct. It's all good.
Yeah, and I thought it
But-
was because I used to use that audio, like I used to use that for streaming and shit. So I thought, oh, it's gonna be fine. No, it was not.
I am ready for Halloween. I want Halloween to happen now.
Why? We just had Halloween.
Halloween is actually coming. Yeah, Halloween's not that far away.
Oh yeah.
4 more
Hey,
months.
oh wait.
Look forward to the new Halloween stream, like we did last year.
Wait. What have we missed? What holidays have we missed?
We missed Christmas.
Oh, you need to do it. You need to do a belated Christmas. You guys need to do Christmas in July or whatever.
Okay, for some reason, when I saw your character right there, you looked way too much like Apple Bloom.
Like, is it because of the bow tie?
Yeah, it's because of the bow tie.
And then
This is my. I don't have that many character balls. I have like my regular character ball.
Oh, we
which is
have
this present now.
tons. We have tons. This is
And then
I have
my-
my original. I have my butler uniform. I have my gala uniform. I have my Scar
Oh, damn.
uniform. I have
You guys are decked out.
my soldier.
I'll
My winter
one day
outfit.
one day when we're casually streaming, I'll
Horrible.
show you all of my shit. Basically, this is
Not
my
bad.
Milfy Shark OC.
Yeah.
I see. Cute.
She likes that dick, man. She's after it. Look at that smile. Look at that smile,
I can
man.
tell.
She's
A
off. She's
devious
after
smile.
that dick. She's like, oh yeah, I'm getting some dick. She's like, oh yeah, I'm getting some dick. You know it.
Look, you gotta hustle. I respect it. I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. I'll leave you guys to it in that case. Okay.
All right, well.
Alright. Lots of love. Have a good one. Bye bye, everybody. Okay. I hope you all had a good one.
He's weird, it's
Yeah.
okay. But he's nowhere. He's not as.
He left the chat, but he's still here.
Not for sexy times. Alan, you want to have sexy times? Oh man, you're leaving me too?
See you later, Balabino.
I don't know what the hell you said.
Balabino, meaning, see you later, man.
We have to. Okay, am I just?
I know.
Am I
I
just?
know. We gotta end the episode.
Am
we
I
gotta
just
end the
literally
episode.
finishing that podcast on my own? Is that what's going on?
No. Okay, let's finish the episode.
Fucking hell.
Also, here's a cookie.
It's cold outside. I forgot I did this one. It actually doesn't look that bad.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Where's my winter outfit? Think about it. Winter. Yeah.
We're pretending it's winter even though it's like 90 degrees outside.
Here you go. Here's your gift.
I don't want a gift. I'm Scrooge. I'm being
No, Scrooge doesn't want to give anything.
Yeah.
He'll take anything.
Fuck you. I'm being Scrooge.
You're
No,
being
no.
Scrooge of taking things.
I'm a hipster. I don't want anything.
You're not dressed like a hipster.
Actually, I am dressed like a hipster. I'm dressed like a West Coast hipster. No! I don't want
Take
your
the
shit.
present.
I don't want your shit.
Take the present.
I don't want your shit! You're gonna give me a dildo. Like you gave him.
No, I'm giving you a hat.
No, you gave him a dildo.
I got it at the
gave
99
him a
cent
dildo.
store. It was very cheap.
You gave him a dildo. Ah, see, the truth comes out. You got me a cheap gift.
I got you a 99-cent hat. It's very cheap.
No,
Just
I
like
want
you.
expensive things. I'm a hipster. I'm a hipster. I want expensive things. I pay $3 for coffee. No.
You know, I was actually always confused about that.
I know, I hate it too. I'm like, why the fuck are you spending like $3 on fucking coffee? It's
Yeah,
coffee.
Like, dude, it's made to get you up in the morning, not made to be a luxury drink.
yeah, it's
you
like,
know?
what the fuck? I will take your fucking gift.
Thank you, because I can't figure out how to open it anyway.
Neither can I. So, all right, we're out in the open area. Ah, it's so nice and cold.
Yeah.
Actually, there's no snow.
Anyway, thank you all so much. We're gonna go ahead and end today, and we're probably gonna just talk off stream.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out his channel. Go check out everybody's channel. Hope you all had a lovely.
And good news, I'm back for a little bit. I know, me
Exactly.
back. It's surprising.
Yeah.
I was gone forever. Things I can't talk about.
So yeah, that happened and everything, and I hope you all had a lovely time. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Now I gotta shut this fucking stuff off.
Is it sharing your entire screen?
Okay, no, I had to stop recording, motherfucker. Whatever. Go away. Shoo. Go away, OBS. Go away.
So.
Go away. Stop it. OBS. Okay, glorious. I'm just gonna alt F for your ass. There we go. OBS is currently active. All stream/recording will be shut down. Are you sure you want to exit?
Yes.
Oh, so I found something